Hey guys, welcome to Halberd. How are you? Uh, it's that time again, which is the end of October for our third annual reading of the My Immortal fan fiction. Let me make sure my audio is going. Is it? Yes, it is. Okay. So, we've done this the last 2 years, of just reading through this absolute garbage. Um, Let me turn this up. Okay. And it's been a good time, depending on your definition of good time. So, shout out to our patrons for deciding that this needed to happen again. Hold on, let me move my mic closer. Because obviously I needed convincing to dive back into this amazing piece of literature. So, hold on, let me make sure the chat's up. I have it on the screen if you'd like to read along and see all of the horrendous misspellings and incorrect words. And, well, you'll see. If this is your first immortaling, I don't know what the verb is for this, but you're going to learn very quickly. So, oh good, YouTube has alerted me that I'm live. Well, without any further delay, let's fire up this absolute nightmare. Okay. Just prepping mentally and physically. All right. I also gotta make sure I don't just like rub my eyes in disgust while I'm reading this, or I'm gonna look more like Robert Smith. Okay, here we go. There's 44 chapters to this. We're probably not gonna make it through 44 chapters, but we'll see what happens. So, Chapter 1, Author's Note. Special fangs, get it? 'Cause I'm gothic. To my girlfriend. Ew, not in that way. Alright, we got some diet homophobia happening already. This is incredible. This was also written by like a 13-year-old in 2006 to set the stage for what's happening. So, special fangs to my girlfriend, Raven. Bloody Tears 666 for helping me with the story and spelling. You rock, which is neither of those words are spelled right, so Raven is dropping the ball already. Justin, you're the love of my depressing life. You rock too. My Chemical Romance rocks. And then there's 1,000,000,000,000 sixes. I'm sorry, X's. Those are later. There's just 666 all over everything later. Okay, here we go. Hi. My name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Ravenway. And I have long ebony black hair, that's how I got my name, with purple streaks and red tips that reaches my mid-back, and icy blue eyes like limpid tears, and a lot of people tell me I look like Amy Lee. Author's note, if you don't know who she is, get the hell out of here. I'm not related to Gerard Way, but I wish I was, because he's a major fucking hottie. Oh yeah, also, this video's gonna get demonetized, like, well, it already is, and we're, 2 minutes in, so that was real quick. I'm a vampire, but my teeth are straight and white. Me neither. I have pale white skin. I'm also a witch, and I go to a magic school called Hogwarts in England, where I'm in the 7th year. I'm 17. I'm a goth, in case you couldn't tell, and I wear mostly black. I love Hot Topic, and I buy all my clothes from there. For example, sorry, I'm just remembering most of this fanfic is her describing the clothes that everyone's wearing. It has nothing to do with anything. For example, today I was wearing a black corset with matching lace around it and a black leather miniskirt, pink fishnets, and black combat boots. I was wearing black lipstick, white foundation, black eyeliner, and red eyeshadow. Me too, dude. I was walking outside Hogwarts. It was snowing and raining, so there was no sun, which I was very happy about. A lot of preps stared at me. I put up my middle finger at them. "Hey, Ebony," shouted a voice. I looked up. It was Draco Malfoy. "What's up, Draco?" I asked. "Nothing," he said shyly. But then I heard my friends call me, and I had to go away. And then there's a ton of X's, and that's the end of chapter 1. It was really just describing what she looked like. Big Dun, to answer your question, if there's a hot topic near Hogwarts, I think it's in Hogsmeade. I think they actually go there. I was joking when I started saying the sentence, but, like, I'm actually really sure. Yeah, Leviathan's got it. I'm really sure that that's actually part of the story. Oh my god. Well, I'm gonna mess up this eyeshadow almost immediately because I'm already very close to crying while reading this. I can feel it welling up in the corners of my eyes. Oh my lord. Yeah, shout out to our patrons and My Chemical Romance. They really made this possible. Okay, so let me adjust my microphone. Author's note. Is it good? Please tell me fangs. Chapter 2. Author's note. I'm sorry, I forgot. There's an author's note at the tail end. Because this was not written all at once. This was written episodically on a fanfiction website. So, Cane Spawn, I think it would... Well, it depends on what kind of goth. If we were going for, like The Cure, then yeah, definitely crying would make it more goth. So there's an author's note at the end, or at the beginning and at the end of every chapter. So sorry, I messed that up. I almost ruined the integrity of my Immortal. This is testing my structural integrity. Chapter 2. Sorry, there's just something hanging in front of my camera. Author's note. Fangs to Bloody Tears 666 for helping me with the chapter. BT dubs. Preps, stop flaming my story, okay? She would just, I guess, get a ton of hate comments between writing these, because, like, you know, obviously. And now there's a 666 in the middle of all of the X's separating the chapters. The next day, I woke up in my bedroom. It was snowing and raining again. I opened the door of my coffin and drank some blood from a bottle I had. My coffin was black ebony, and inside it was hot pink velvet with black lace on the ends. I got out of my coffin and took off my giant My Chemical Romance t-shirt, which I used for pajamas. Instead, I put on a black leather dress, a pentagram necklace, combat boots, and black fishnets on. I put on 4 pairs of earrings in my pierced ears and put my hair in a kind of messy bun. My friend Willow, author's note, Raven, this is you. Okay. The self-inserts in this are absolutely amazing. Oh my god, I'm fucking crying. Author's note, Raven, this is you. Willow woke up and grinned at me. She flipped her long, waist-length raven black hair, I wonder how she got her name, with pink streaks, and opened her forest green eyes. Okay, there's a hyphen between forest and green, which I think is correct, which is absolutely fucking mind-blowing that there's anything grammatically correct in this entire shit show. Yeah, sorry, it's just so nice to be able to really say how I feel about all of this without worrying about getting the YouTube video demonetized like how we normally don't swear in streams. But when we get to the, I was gonna say sex scenes, but I don't think that's even what happens in them. So yeah, it already gets horrendously graphic on its own, and horrendously gothic on its own. Where were we? Sorry, so my friend Willow woke up and then grinned at me. She flipped her long waist-length raven black hair with pink streaks and opened her forest green eyes. She put on her Marilyn Manson t-shirt with a black mini, fishnets, and pointy high-heeled boots. We put on our makeup, black lipstick with white foundation, and black eyeliner. How original. Oh my fucking god, I saw you talking to Draco Malfoy yesterday, she said excitedly. Yeah, so? I said, blushing. Do you like Draco? She asked as she went out of the Slytherin common room and into the Great Hall. That's how you talk, just fucking walking in between, just like leaving as you say it. No, I so fucking don't, I shouted. Yeah, right, she exclaimed. Just then, Draco walked up to me. Hi, he said. Hi. Hi, I replied flirtily. Guess what? He said. What? I asked. Well, Good Charlotte are having a concert in Hogsmeade, he told me. Oh my fucking god, I screamed. I love Good Charlotte. They're my favorite band, besides My Chemical Romance. Well, do you want to go with me? He asked. I gasped. There is no author's note at the beginning or at the end of this one, so I'm sorry I lied the last time. All right, I'm gonna check the chat for your wonderful commentary just at the end of every chapter to see how you guys are feeling. Large cringe. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I legitimately forgot how much of this is just describing her clothes. Which, like, I should have known. I only remembered it, like, at the beginning of the first chapter. But I'm sure it's the beginning of every chapter. I just looked at the first sentence of chapter 3. It's absolutely the beginning of every chapter. God, what a fucking time. Thank you. I'm glad you like my makeup. Dude, yeah, like, I'm real glad that I didn't have, like, money when I was in high school, or friends that wouldn't have made fun of me, because I'm sure there would have been trends like this that I would have fallen into, like, real hard, and it would have just been bad. But instead, all of my pictures of me from high school just look like all of the pictures of me right now, so, which is weird. I was gonna say that I was a vampire, but I really don't want to relate to this story anymore, so we're just gonna leave it at that. Let's move on, shall we? Chapter 3. Author's note. Stop flamming the story preps, okay? Otherwise, this is giving me a stroke. Stop flamming the story preps, okay? Otherwise, thanks to the Gothic people for the good reviews. There's no way there was any of this. Thanks again, Raven. Oh yeah, by the way, so I'm emphasizing with volume when it's in capitals. I don't own this or the lyrics for Good Charlotte. Wait, you don't own this? You wrote this. What did that part mean? Let me know in the chat what the fuck that was supposed to mean. Oh god, is this the part where they start banging each Livy, close your eyes. On the night of the concert, I put on my black lace-up boots with high heels. Underneath them were ripped red fishnets. Then I put on a black leather mini dress with all this corset stuff on the back and front. Incredible. I put on matching fishnet on my arms. I straightened my hair and made it look all spiky. I felt a little depressed then, so I slit one of my wrists. That's casual. That's... Man, I wish this were White Claw. Where were we? Ah, yes, the self-harm. I read a depressing book while I waited for it to stop bleeding. Is that what people do? Oh my god. And I listened to some Good Charlotte. I painted my nails black and put on tons of black eyeliner. Then I put on some black lipstick. I didn't put on foundation because I was pale anyway. I drank some human blood, so I was ready to go to the concert. It's absolutely a prerequisite to go sing Good Charlotte. I went outside. Draco was waiting there in front of his flying car. He was wearing a Simple Plan t-shirt. They would play at the show too. Baggy black skater pants. There's like Jinko jeans. Like I actually don't know what's being described right now. Black nail polish and a little eyeliner. Author's note. Hold on, I literally can't read this. Oh, it's just spelled wrong. I hate my life. Thank you guys for choosing that this needed to happen. Author's note. A lot of cool boys wear it, okay? Hi, Draco, I said in a depressed voice. Hi, Ebony, he said back. He walked into his flying black Mercedes-Benz. The license plate said 666. There's real people out there like this. And flew to the place with the concert. On the way, we listened excitedly to Good Charlotte and Marilyn Manson. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. We both smoked cigarettes and drugs. When we got there, we both hopped out of the car. We went to the mosh pit at the front of the stage and jumped up and down as we listened to Good Charlotte. And then it's just a bunch of Good Charlotte lyrics, which I'm not going to read because they're all spelled correctly and not really funny because I'm assuming she copied and pasted it from the internet. I'm sorry. As I read like more and more of this, I start to remember like what happens in the future of it and just how horrendous all of that is. Big Done with the super chat. If this was made into a movie, the fishnet budget would bankrupt the studio. Absolutely. Not to mention the tons of eyeliner that they would have to go through, that I'm going through right now, because I'm laughing, crying, all of it out. I can feel it physically leaving my eyelids. This is absolutely incredible. Thank you, Big Dun. You're just an incredible human being. I should have reposted the super chat from last year that you did that I had as my Facebook cover photo that was like every incorrectly used verb that this fan fiction uses at one point or another. Okay. Sorry, I wanted to make sure I mentioned the super chat before it disappeared. I didn't know when the end of the chapter was going to be. I digress. Joel is so fucking hot, I said to Draco, pointing to him as he sung, filling the club with his amazing voice. Suddenly, Draco looked sad. Yeah, out of nowhere. What's wrong? I asked as we moshed to the music. Then I caught on. Hey, it's okay. I don't like him better than you, I said. Really? Draco asked Draco sensitively, and he put his arm around me, all protective. Really, I said. Besides, I don't even know Joel, and he's... This is so 2006. This is awesome. Where were we? Besides, I don't even know Joel, and he's going out with Hillary fucking Duff. I fucking hate that bitch, I said disgustedly, thinking of her ugly blonde face. The night went on really well, and I had a great time. So did Draco. After the concert, we drank some beer and asked Benji and Joel for their autographs and photos with them. We got good Charlotte concert tees. Oh god, here it comes. Draco and I crawled back into the Mercedes-Benz, but Draco didn't go back into Hogwarts. Instead, he drove the car into the Forbidden Forest. I'm dying, guys. I am sucking my own dick and dying. Does Tommy Wiseau is Gothic? Yes. To answer that question. Oh my god, this is... Yeah, no, one of my favorite incorrectly used adjectives or scenarios or whatever you want to say in that last chapter was them talking in the mosh pit. Was like, what's going on? I said moshingly or whatever the fuck happened in it. I'm like just imagining people like fucking shoving each other and be like, hey, you doing okay? Oh my god. Yeah, Fly Guy, I'm not sure if you should be proud that you funded this personally, like directly too. But you know what, man? I don't know. It is what it is. Everyone else, be sure to check out our Patreon. It's in the video description. You can decide what absolute horse shit I do on stream in the future. Maybe we'll do more fanfic readings. I don't know. I don't know of any more. You'll have to suggest me some. Oh my god. Well, just remember not to get emotional in the mosh pit or whatever happened in this story, because nothing in this story is a good example. As we'll continue to see, I think this is the scene that even if we hadn't already said the fuck word a million times, would definitely get the story demonetized. So we're gonna pretend that everyone in this story is 18, and I'm legitimately gonna skip over any parts that I really, really don't want to say out loud, because it sure gets there. I don't remember if there's anything. Well, nothing is graphic. You'll see. Chapter 4. There's note. I said stop flaming, okay? Ebony's name is Ennaby, nut. Oh my god, guys, I really hope that you're watching on a screen that you can, like, zoom into the text to see how fucking bad it is. I'm sorry, we're never gonna get through all of this. I said stoop flaming, okay? Ebony's name is Ennaby, not Mary Sue, okay? Draco is so in love with her that he is acting deferent. They knew... Oh my god, is that a word? They knew each other before, okay? Each other is spelled EECHODDER. I should have, like, brought Notepad up so that, like, when I saw an especially egregious attack on the English language, that I could have just typed it for you guys to see in large print. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, let's go. A bunch of X's. 666 is still in the middle. Draco, I shouted. What the fuck do you think you're doing? Draco didn't answer, but he stopped the flying car, and he walked out of it. I walked out of it too, curiously. What the fucking hell? I asked angrily. Ebony, he asked. What? I snapped. Draco leaned in extra close, and I looked into his gothic red eyes, parentheses, he was wearing color contacts, which revealed so much depressing sorrow and evilness. And then suddenly I didn't feel mad anymore. Because when somebody looks at me and I can tell that the core of their being is evil, it lulls me into a false sense of security. Where are we? And then, suddenly, just as I... You ever like typing something and you're thinking so fast that you just skip words? Anyway, and then, suddenly, just as Draco kissed me passionately. Draco climbed on top of me, and we started to make out keenly against a tree. He took of my top, and I took of his clothes. I even took... Oh, that's still spelled wrong. I even took of my bra. Then he put his thingy into my you-know-what, and we did it for the first time. Oh, I screamed. I was beginning to get an orgasm. We started to kiss everywhere, and my pale body became all warm. And then... What the hell are you doing, you motherfuckers? It was... Dumbledore. Chapter 5. That's like the most iconic part of the entire story. What the hell are you doing, you motherfuckers? Because that's what yeah, I've never been in that scenario, actually, so I don't know what I say. Let me know in the chat if you've ever come across teenagers banging in the woods and have had to shoo them away. Because I haven't, which is dope. Hope that never happens. But you know what? Everyone's life is different. So if you have had a vastly different life path than myself, let me know in the chat. And feel free to super chat me out of my misery. Well, Livy, thanks for bringing that up, because I totally forgot to respond to that. So I'll do that. I swear. Where are we? Not even in the story, just in general. What is life doing right now? Okay, chapter 5. Thank you guys for bearing through this with me. I don't know why I'm thanking you. This is your fault. You guys told me to do this. Chapter 5. Author's note. Stop flaming. If you flame, it means you're a prep or a poser. The only reason Dumbledore swore is because he had a headache, okay? And on top... And on top of that, he was mad at them for having sex with an extra X. P.S. I'm not updating until I get 5 good revoys. So it's like really clear that he's mad at them because they're banging in the woods. I don't think she needed the added excuse of him having a migraine, and then also explaining that it's also because he was mad at them for banging in the woods. I really don't want to say any of these words. Why are we saying all of these words in this order? Okay, a bunch of X's and 666 in the middle. Dumbledore made Draco and I follow him. He kept shouting at us angrily. You ludicrous fools, he shouted. I started to cry, me too. Tears of blood down my pallid face. Draco comforted me. When we went back to the castle, Dumbledore took us to Professor Snape and Professor McGonagall, who were both looking very angry. They were having sexual intercourse in the Forbidden Forest, he yelled in a furious voice. What? Why would you do such a thing? You mediocre dunces, asked Professor McGonagall. How dare you? Demanded Professor Snape. And then Draco shrieked, which I'm not going to shriek, because I love her. Everyone was quiet. Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall still looked mad, but Professor Snape said, "Fine, very well. You may go up to your rooms." I think that's the most in-character moment any of these people have, is just Alan Rickman in a quiet room being like, okay. Draco and I went upstairs while the teachers glared at us. "Are you okay, Ebony?" Draco asked me gently. "Yeah, I guess," I lied. I went to the girls' dorm and brushed my teeth and my hair and changed into a low-cut, black, floor-length dress with red lace all around it and black high heels. When I came out, ... This is not how humans act. Which, like, we all know that. But, like, I feel a lot better having said it out loud. Draco was standing in front of the bathroom, he's in the girls' dorm, and he started to sing "I Just Wanna Live" by Good Charlotte. I was so flattered, even though he wasn't supposed to be there. We hugged and kissed. After that, we said goodnight, and he reluctantly went back into his room. Chapter 6. Jesus Christ. The fan theory that this was written by a juggalo pretending to be a goth. Maybe, man. Maybe we'll find out. I don't remember all of the exact twists and turns that this story takes, but we'll find out, man. I was really inspired to do this again because I didn't read. Oh my god. No. I watched, not that reading was the offensive part. Hold on. I watched people giving summaries of the books that Onision wrote, and they were about this level of writing and dumb and self-insert and nonsense and bad. So it really got me back into the spirit of this, and I would do live readings of his stuff because I'm sure it would be hysterical, but like I don't really want to give him any more attention, but like I also don't think that I'm the person that's giving him more attention, so it might be okay. That well is already so poisoned, I don't really think I'm adding anything to it. I think that somebody writes something like this because they don't have friends. I'm not convinced Raven is a real person, not the one in the story, but the one that is mentioned in the author's notes. They have a falling out later. We'll see. I hope we get that far. All right, we're burning right through this, honestly. Chapter 6. Author's note. SHJT. Shit up, preps. Okay. P.S. I will not update until you give me good revals. Everyone leave a good revow in the chat for me, if you would. And then a bunch of X's. The 666 has shifted to the left because for some reason she's not just copying and pasting the same thing. I really don't understand what that's all about. Anyway. Sorry, I was choking on my own mortality. The next day, I woke up in my coffin. I put on a black miniskirt that was all ripped around the end and a matching top with red skulls all over it and high-heeled boots that were black. I put on 2 pairs of skull earrings and 2 crosses in my ears. I spray painted my hair with purple. In the Great Hall, which is my favorite 3 Inches of Blood song. In the Great Hall, I ate some Count Chocula's cereal with blood instead of milk and a glass of red blood. So suddenly, someone bumped into me. All the blood spilled over my top. Bastard! I shouted angrily. I regretted saying it when I looked up, because I was looking into the pale white face of a gothic boy with spiky black hair with red streaks in it. Oh my god, it was Family Jewels. Holy shit, we got a fucking crossover happening here. He was wearing so much eyeliner he was wearing so much eyeliner that I was going down his face. And he was wearing black lipstick. He didn't have glasses anymore. I think you can guess who this character is supposed to be. And now he was wearing red contact lenses, just like Draco's, and there was no scar on his forehead anymore. I think you can guess who this is supposed to be. He had a manly stubble on his chin. He had a sexy English accent. He looked exactly like Joel Madden. You know, never mind. Maybe I don't know who this is supposed to be. He was so sexy that my body went all hot when I saw him. What? Hold on. I just need to recover from the sentence that I'm about to read out loud. I'm sure we'll talk about it at length in Discord, because that's how all of our discussions there go. Let me try to read this without having a fucking mental break. He was so sexy that my body went all hot when I saw him, kind of like an erection. Only I'm a girl, so I didn't get one, you sicko. There are so many things wrong with that sentence that I should just move on. Was this... Okay, so... Let me know in the chat. Okay, so you know how in, like, middle school, even though none of us knew each other, we somehow all heard that rumor that, like, Marilyn Manson, like, removed his lower ribs so that he could suck his own dick. Was this another rumor that, like, other people had heard, like, people that didn't fucking understand anatomy or anything, was that, like, yeah, erections are boiling hot. Like, they're just, like, they're physically heated up. Like, was that a thing? Was that a myth? Was that something that other people that were not me had heard about? So, that was my first issue. Second issue, girls don't get erections. My Google search history easily disproves that. So anyway, moving on. I'm so sorry, he said in a shy voice. That's all right. What's your name? I questioned. My name's Harry Potter. Although most people call me Vampire these days, he grumbled. Why? I exclaimed. Because I love the taste of human blood, he giggled. I was gonna do it like demonically, and then I read that he's having a great time explaining that, so my bad. Well, I am a vampire, I confessed. Really? He whimpered. Yeah, I roared. We sat down to talk for a while. Then Draco came up behind me and told me he had a surprise for me, so I went away with him. I bet the surprise is boiling hot. Chapter 7! And for some reason... No, did any of the other ones... Hold on. No, they didn't. None of the other chapters had titles. Chapter 7 is entitled Bring Me to Life. Why? Guys, why are we doing this? Mike's here. What's up, dog? Oh my god. Ugh. Ugh. This physically hurts. Like, oh my god. Yeah, I can feel my chest tightening up. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to join our Discord server and check out our Patreon. It's in the video description. Make sure to smash that motherfucking subscribe button. I don't know, any other YouTube things that need to be said. Shout out again to our patrons. You're all horrible people. You paid me to say that now. How does it feel? Chapter 7, Bring Me to Life. Author's note. Well, okay, you guys, I'm only reading this because I got 5 God reviews. By the way, I won't write the next chapter till I get 10 God Vons. I have literally no idea what that sentence is supposed to say. Stow flaming or I'll report you. Ebony isn't a Marie Sue, okay? She isn't perfect. She's a Satan-itz. And she has problems. She's depressed for God's sake. And then I had to look at my keyboard to check where the keys were located. There's a bunch of X's. There's a 666. It's not working. And then there's just the letter Z right there in the middle. And I had to, oh my god, Big Don, thank you. Yeah, it's just a blank super chat. Well, okay, type your message and I'll just repeat it out loud to make sure that to let it be known. Okay, deep breath, let's do this. Draco and I held our pale white hands with black nail polish as we went upstairs. I was wearing red Satanist signs, I'm assuming, on my nails in red nail polish. Author's note, does that sound like a Maru Sue to you? Did Dr. Seuss write that fucking sentence? Does that sound like a Maru Sue to you? I waved to Vampire. Dark misery was in his depressed eyes. I guess he was jealous of me, that I was going out with Draco. Anyway, I went upstairs excitedly with Draco. We went into his room and locked the door. Then, and here comes one of my favorite sentences. Well, my favorite combination of words. In this entire thing, we started Frenching passively. It does not get better after this point. Like, we are standing at the precipice, at the edge of the plateau for where this fanfic has peaked with, we started Frenching passively. And we took off each other's clothes enthusiastically. He felt me up before I took off my top. I didn't really want to say any of that. Then I took off my black leather bra and he took off his pants. I'm imagining that they're just like standing next to each other, like real stagnant, like hospital sterile, just doing this to themselves. We went on the bed and started making out naked, and then he put his boy's thingy in mine. I think that's called docking. He put his boy's thingy in mine, and we had sex, all caps. See, is that stupid? That's in parentheses. It kind of is. I don't know why it is there. I don't know why it's there. Oh, Draco. Draco, I screamed while getting an orgasm, when all of a sudden I saw a tattoo I had never seen before on Draco's arm. It was a black heart with an arrow through it. On it, in blood... Oh man, I forgot about this plot twist. On it, in bloody gothic writing, were the words... ... vampire. I was so angry. You bastard, I shouted angrily, jumping out of the bed. No, but you don't understand, Draco pleaded, but I knew too much. No, you fucking idiot, I shouted. You probably have AIDS anyway. Oh, wow, we've evolved from diet homophobia to just regular type now, so that's heartwarming. I put on my clothes, all huffily, and then stomped out. Draco ran out, even though he was naked. He had a really big you-know-what, but I was too mad to care. Oh, Mike with the super chat. I'm sorry I didn't even see it. But do you remember invincibility coke? Oh my god, is that really part of it? I don't remember. Thank you, Mike. Thank you so much for the invincibility coke. The war on drugs has truly failed all of us. Where were we? Ah, yes, the AIDS. He had a really big you-know-what, but I was too mad to care. It happens. I stomped out and did so until I was in Vampire's classroom. Is she still naked? Hold on. This isn't okay. You know what? Maybe it clears it up later. I'm really not sure. I stomped out and did so until I was in... Oh, she just says it twice. Until I was in Vampire's classroom where he was having a lesson with Professor Snape and some other people. Vampire Potter, you motherfucker, I yelled. Alright, let me look at what you guys are saying in the chat before we start chapter 8. Jesus Christ is God. Oh my god. Oh my god. I physically can't breathe. So thanks to Big Dun for the nameless super chat. Bold fucking move. Thanks to Mike Wazowski for the super chat. To ask if we remember the invincibility coke. Yeah, Frenching passively. I think, and you know what? That's what Big Dun's super chat from last year said, which again, I specifically remember because I showed it to someone earlier since it was my cover photo on Facebook. I think it was super chats passively. Super chats passively while Frenching. Shit. I don't know. It had a bunch of absolute gems in it. Oh my god. This is absolutely incredible. Man, yeah, my organs are like they're enacting my like flight or fight response to reading this. Oh yeah, red goth eyes. I knew it was I knew you used the word goth, but I couldn't remember exactly how you had done it. Yeah, donates like sexily while Frenching passively with red goth eyes. I'm gonna post it in Discord as soon as we're done. I can't do it right now because there's this screen cap and I'm not scrolling through Facebook on the stream. I feel like that makes sense. All right, so where were we? Chapter 8. Oh my god, we're not even a quarter of the way through this story, guys. Do you realize that? Stop flassing, okay? So the letter S and the letter M are nowhere near each other on the keyboard, and that's supposed to say stop flaming. Brian, all of the creatures are absolutely sealed to their fate, and it's you guys watching this right now. Stop flassing, okay? If you do, then you are a prep. I want to real quick, because I'm trying not to get too distracted, go back to the Hillary Duff thing from earlier, and how she, like, really fucking hates Hillary Duff for, I don't know, for having blonde hair, I think. Shout out to Hillary Duff, though, if you're watching, which obviously you are. She's, like, the only person that didn't get eaten alive by childhood fame and money, and like that's wild. Like I wasn't necessarily like rooting against her, like I assumed that she wouldn't, but like out of everyone it was Hillary Duff. I don't know, I just thought that was weird. So chapter 8, the 666 has shifted really far to the right in the X's. So everyone in the class stared at me, and then Draco came into the room even though he was naked and started begging me to take him back. Okay, so I think I'm gonna assume that she's not naked unless it tells me otherwise. That's how I read all stories, actually. He started begging me to take him back. Ebony, it's not what you think, Draco screamed sadly. My friend Bloody Mary Smith, there's an apostrophe in bloody, I don't know why. My friend Bloody Mary Smith smiled at me understatedly. She flipped her long waist length, the wrong kind, waist length gothic black hair and opened her crimson eyes like blood that she was wearing contact lenses on. Let me try that sentence again. She flipped her long waist-length gothic black hair and opened her crimson eyes like blood that she was wearing contact lenses on. She had pale white skin that she was wearing white makeup on. Hermione was kidnapped when she was born. Okay, so all of these characters are like rewrites of Harry Potter characters, so using my very good brain, I am going to assume that Bloody Mary is just a rewrite of Hermione, because that's the only way I can make any sense of what was just said here. So, Hermione was kidnapped when she was born. Her real parents are vampires, and one of them is a witch. But Voldemort killed her mother, and her father committed suicide because he was depressed about it. She still has nightmares about it, and she is very haunted and depressed. It also turns out her real last name is Smith, and not Granger. Since she has converted to Satanism, she is in Slytherin now, not Gryffindor. These sentences are getting so much harder to read. What is it that you desire, you ridiculous dimwit? Snape demeaned angrily in his cold voice, but I ignored him. I'm doing my best also. Vampire, I can't believe you cheated on me with Draco, I shouted at him. Everyone gasped. We're just gonna keep going. I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me. Okay, so it's just shifted perspective, so I'm assuming this is Draco talking. I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me. I had went out with Vampire. I'm bi, and so is Ebony. For what? Okay, so we're back on... no. You know what? Gay people can be homophobic also. It's real weird. I don't get it, but anyway. I'm bi, and so is Ebony. For a while, but then he broke my heart. He dumped me because he liked Brittany. He liked Brittany, a stupid preppy fucker. We were just good friends now. He had gone through horrible problems, and now he was gothic. Haha, like I would hang out with a prep. That was a fucking nightmare to read. But I'm not going out with Draco anymore, said Vampire. Yeah, fucking right. Fuck off, you bastard, I screamed. I ran out of the room and into the Forbidden Forest. Oh my god. This physically hurts. I ran out of the room and into the Forbidden Forest where I had lost my virility. had lost my virility to Draco, and then I started to bust into tears. Guys, I can't do this. Chapter 9. What's going on? What's going on, kids? What are you, Oh my god. Bustin' makes me feel good. It sure does, Mike. See, so, Mr. Kane Spawn, I feel like we can still blame... Well, we can't blame autocorrect, but there should have been giant red squigglies underneath the entire Word document that this was written in. So, like, the fuck? Like, all of the... Unless she was just like, oh, yeah, red, that's goth. It's like my red contact eye lenses that I wear on my eyeballs with my eye lenses on my eyeballs, or whatever the fuck that sentence was. You're gonna show up to my birthday party with a birthday gift on my birthday at my birthday party. Oh my god. Yeah, this story has taken a lot of innocence from, everyone. I think you guys are sticking around. Oh my god. Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to think about how long I've been streaming on YouTube, and it's all led up to this moment. So, obviously, like, we know this because we're not fucking idiots, but if you get a tattoo, it stays there no matter who you're dating, or if you're bisexual. I don't think they disappear faster if you're bi. Which I'm not sure if the story was implying that. I don't know what the story is trying to tell us ever. But just wanted to make that clear. That none of that makes any sense, and it's physically hurting my brain. Like, I want to, like, rationalize it out loud, but I won't do that, because I think we're all on the same page that, okay, so she's... I'm not going to say having sex with Draco, because I'm not sure that's what they were doing, even. She was doing something with Draco, and then she sees that he has a tattoo of somebody else's name, and she goes to yell at that person, and blames that other person for cheating on her. But she found this out while she was doing something with someone else. So, I guess my question is, what the fuck is going on? And we're just gonna leave it at that, because my brain is going to physically melt and start leaking out of my nose if I think about it any harder. Chapter 9. Stop flaming, okay? I didn't read all the books. This is from the movie. Yeah, I remember this in the movie. Okay, so it's not my fault if Dumbledore swears. He didn't swear in that. He wasn't even in that fucking chapter. Besweezeds, I seed he had a headache. And the reason Snap doesn't lick Harry now is 'cause he's Christian and Vampire is a Satanist. My Chemical Romance rocks. Moving on. I was so mad and sad. I couldn't believe Draco for cheating on me. That's not fucking They were on a break. I began to cry against the tree where I did it with Draco. Then all of a suddenly, an horrible man with red eyes and no nose. I wonder who this is. And horrible man with red eyes and no nose and everything started flying towards me on a broomstick. He didn't have a nose. And then in parentheses, basically like Voldemort in the movie. And he was wearing all black, but it was obvious he wasn't gothic. It was Voldemort. Okay, so she clarifies that it's just like Voldemort, and you know what? The reason why it's just like Voldemort is because It's Voldemort. No, I shouted in a scared voice, but then Voldemort shouted imperious, and I couldn't run away. Okay, so for a second I was impressed that she used like a real spell from the book, and then her spell in response is the name of Hermione's cat. So let's keep going. I couldn't run away. Crookshanks, I shouted at him. Voldemort fell off his broom and started to scream. I felt bad for him, even though I'm a sadist, so I stopped. Ebony, he yelled, thou must kill Vampire Potter. Not how you use that word, but I thought about Vampire and his sexy eyes and his gothic black hair and how his face looks just like Joel Madden. I remembered that Draco had said I didn't understand, so I thought, what if Draco went out with Vampire before I went out with him and they broke up? Yeah, I wonder what if that's what happened? Do I like the real Harry Potter books? I think I read all of them whenever I was younger. But it was such a like weird stretch of time. Like it took so long for them to come out that I'd like kind of like grown out of it by the time they were all done. I still watched all the movies. But then like people are like 35 and they're like naming their kids Hermione, and I'm like, we gotta stop this. The book is like weirdly worshipped. Like it's a fine like teenage fiction book. Like I don't hate it. Like it does what it's supposed to do. It's fine. But like you shouldn't be 35 and have that be what your life revolves around. So that's I think that's as calmly and as succinctly I can put my my feelings into words on that one. Speaking of calm and succinct feelings, the fan fiction, where were we? No, Voldemort, I shouted back. Voldemort gave me a gun. No, please, I begged. Thou must, he yelled. If thou does not, then I shall kill thy beloved Draco. How did you know? I asked in a surprised way. I'm not gonna read that word. Voldemort got a dude you're so word that starts with an R look on his face. I hath telekinesis, he answered cruelly. And and if you do not, if you doth not kill Vampire, then thou know what will happen to Draco, he shouted. Yeah, he literally just described it. Then he flew away angrily on his broomstick. I was so scared and mad, I didn't know what to do. Suddenly Draco came into the woods. Draco, I said. Hi. Hi, he said back, but his face was all sad. He was wearing white foundation and messy eyeliner, kind of like a pentagram. And messy eyeliner, kind of like a pentagram. Get it? No, I don't. Between Joel Madden and Gerard Way. I'm fucking out. I'm done. Okay, so she didn't say like a cross between them. Jesus fucking Christ. She said like a pentagram between them. I'm going to, if there are no more streams after this, somebody cut me down from the rope then, cuz that's what happened. Are you okay? I asked. I'm not. But no, he answered. All right. Suddenly this is getting relatable. I'm sorry I got all mad at you, but I thought you cheated on me, I expelled. Oh, okay. That's okay. He said, all depressed. And we went back into Hogwarts together, making out. So I'm assuming that they're like just physically moving and making out at the same time. So this dude goes into a classroom full of minors, naked, and gets yelled at. And then she's like, "Oh, my bad." And he's like, "It's fine. It's cool. Like, don't even worry about it." What the fuck? Time to see what's happening here. Or worse, expelled. Excellent deep cut. These dialogue tags are wild. They sure are. None of the adjectives make sense. None of the expressions make sense. It's absolutely incredible, which like should be clear to everyone by this point. We're about to be 10 chapters in. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna give my heart a second to stop palpitating weird. Oh, man. Okay, so there's some more words that I'm not gonna read out loud. Chapter 10. Author's note. Stop it, you homosexuals. If you do not like my story, then fuck off. P.S. It turns out Bloody Mary isn't a muggle, a furt, all, and she and vampire are evil. That's why they moved houses, okay? Okay. So, again, we've moved past the diet homophobia at the beginning. And we're just full-blown, like, we are 1981 crisis level homophobia now, so you know what? Yeah, we'll say she definitely said gay frogs. Cam, thank you for that. So she said, "Stop it, you gay frogs." Chapter 10. I was really scared about Voldemort all day. I was even upset I'm stroking out. I was even upset went to rehearsals with my gothic metal band. With my gothic metal band. Bloody Gothic Rose 666. I am the lead singer of it, and I play guitar. People say that we sound like a cross between Good Charlotte, Slipknot, obviously, and My Chemical Romance. The other people in the band are Bloody Mary, Vampire, Draco, Ron. Although, we call him Diablo now. He has black hair now with blue streaks in it. Oh, and Hagrid. Hagrid's there too. Okay, sure, why not? Only today, Draco and Vampire were depressed, so they weren't coming, and we wrote songs instead. I knew Draco was probably slitting his wrists. He wouldn't die, because he was a vampire too. And the only way you can kill a vampire is with a CROSS. There's no way I'm writing that. Or a steak spelled like the food. And I want to point out that a sentence she typed out so she won't write out the word cross. She hyphenates it like she's spelling it. Fucking 3 sentences before is people say that we sound like a cross between. Okay. All right. I thought my expectations were sitting at rock bottom, and they just started fucking digging. So this is absolutely incredible. And Vampire was probably watching a depressing movie like The Corpse Bride. Yep, that's the saddest one out there. I guess I don't know what movies had come out up until 2006, so I don't know what they had access to. I put on a black leather shirt. That showed off my boobs and tiny matching mini skirt that said simple plan on the butt. You might think I'm a slut, but I'm really not. Fucking airtight defense. Alright, so we were singing a cover of Helena, and at the end of the song, I suddenly bust into tears. Jesus, people are busting all over the place in this story. Ebony, are you okay? Bloody Mary asked in a concerted in a concerto voice. What the fuck do you think? I asked angrily. And then I said, well, Voldemort came and the fucking bastard told me to fucking kill Harry, but I don't want to kill him, because he's really nice. Even if he did go out with Draco. But if I don't kill Harry, then Voldemort will fucking kill Draco. I burst into tears. So she does know the real word for it then. Suddenly, Draco jumped out from behind a wall. Okay. Why didn't you fucking tell me, he shouted. How could you? Okay, I had to make sure there weren't any words I wasn't allowed to read in this one. How could you fucking poser muggle bitch? And then in parentheses it says, see, is that out of character? I don't know. Let me know in the chat if that's out of character. I started to cry and cry. Draco started to cry too, all sensitive. Then he ran out crying. We practiced for 1 more hour. Then suddenly Dumbledore walked in. His eyes were all fiery, and I knew this time it wasn't because he had a headache. What have you done? He started to cry, wisely. See, that's basically nut swearing, and this time he was really upset, and you will see why. Ebony, Draco has been found in his room. He committed suicide by slitting his wrists. Despite earlier, she said he's a vampire and can't die. Yet here he is, sucking his own dick and dying. Oh my god. Thank you, Lords of the Trident. Would Patreon back again. And everyone else should as well. It's in the video description. You can make me do more of these awful things. I think I'm going to put it up to vote next time. Fuck it, man. We'll read the Onision books. I don't give a shit. We'll do if that's what you want to that's what. Oh my god. Okay. Chapter 11. After this chapter, we'll be an entire quarter way through this story. I should have been drinking black coffee because, being gothic and stuff. Chapter 11. Author's note. I said stop flaming up preps. See if this chapter is srupid. Yeah, try reading this and telling me it's srupid, you fucking preps, like Hillary Duff. It deals with really sris issus. See for yourself if it's stupid. Brr. Thanks to my friend Raven for helping me. Can somebody call me a fucking ambulance? Because, I'm really sure that normally my last 2 brain cells are in my head fighting for dominance, but I'm pretty sure one just lost the battle, so. There were so few words in that sentence, and I read all of them. Okay. No, I screamed. I was horrified. Bloody Mary tried to comfort me, but I told her, fuck off, and ran to my room, crying myself. Dumbledore chased after me, shouting, but he had to stop when I went into my room because he would look like a perv that way. That's fair. I think that's the most accurate thing. That's the most truthful bit that's happened in this fucking story so far. Anyway, I started crying, tears of blood, hashtag Castlevania, shout out to Castlevania. And then I slit both of my wrists. They got all over my clothes, so I took them off and jumped into the bath angrily while I put on a Linkin Park song at full volume. I grabbed a steak, like the food, and almost stuck it into my heart to commit suicide. I was so fucking depressed. I got out of the bathtub and put on a black low-cut dress with lace all over it, sandally. I put on black high heels with pink metal stuff on the ends and 6 pairs of skull earrings. How many ear piercings does she have? I couldn't fucking believe it. Then I looked out the window and screamed. Snap was spying on me, and he was taking a videotape of me, and Lupin was masticating to it. They were sitting on their broomsticks. I'm not sure if that last part is a euphemism or literal, based on the presence of masticating. Oh my god. So where were we? We were at the chewing outside the window. Ew, you fucking pervs. Stop looking at me naked. Are you pedos or what? I screamed, putting on a black towel with a picture of Marilyn Mason on it. Suddenly, vampire ran in. Okay, so she describes all the clothes she puts on, yeah? So like she's not naked is what she explicitly described. It doesn't matter. Why am I looking for continuity in this story? Why is that part of what I'm doing here? Okay. Abracadabra, he yelled at Snape and Lupin, pointing his womb. I took my gun. Oh, yeah. I took my gun and shot Snape and Lupin a gazillion times, and they both started screaming, and the camera broke. Suddenly, Dumbledore ran in. Ebony, it has been revealed that someone has... No! He shouted, looking at Snape and Lupin, and then he waved his wand, and suddenly, Hagrid ran outside on his broom and said, "Everyone, we need to talk." Yeah, we sure fucking do. Oh my god. This is physically taxing. Hagrid ran outside on his broom. He was running on the broom. And said, "Everyone, we need to talk." "What do you know, Hagrid? You're just a little Hogwarts student." Mans is like 7 feet tall. He's not little in any sense of the word. I may be a Hogwarts student. Hagrid paused angrily. "But I am also a Satanist." Okay. "This cannot be," Snap said in a crisp voice as blood dripped from his hand where Dumbledore's wand had shot him. Literally none of this makes any sense. Which again, of course. So let's recap. Hagrid ran outside on his broom, said, "Everyone, we need to talk." "What do you know, Hagrid? You're just a Hogwarts student." "He's a Hogwarts student, but he's also a Satanist." "This cannot be," Snap said in a crisp voice. "There must be other factors." What does that mean? Susan, what the fuck does that mean? "You don't have any," I yelled in madly. Is she having a stroke? Like, do we need to time travel back to '06 and help this girl? What is happening? Lupin held up the camera. This has to be on purpose. Triumphantly. There's just the word elephant in the middle of it. Lupin held up the camera triumphantly. The lens may be ruined, but the tape is still there. I felt faint, more than I normally do, like how it feels when you do not drink enough blood. #relatable. Why are you doing this? Lupin said angrily, while he rubbed his dirty hands on his cluke. I really thought that was a different word. And then I heard the words that I had heard before, but not from him. I did not know whether to feel shocked and happy. Guys, this is hurting my brain. If you're like, hey Lee, you're making weird pauses in the text, and I can't understand what's happening. You can't understand what's happening no matter what. So let's recap. Lupin held up the camera triumphantly. The lens may be ruined, but the tape is still there. She feels faint, like when you don't drink enough blood. Why are you doing this? Lupin said angrily. She didn't know if she should feel shocked or happy. Shocked and happy, or to bite him and drink his blood because I felt faint. Because, Hagrid said, and he paused in the air dramatically, waving his wand in the air. Then he swooped in, singing to the tune of a gothic version of a song by 50 Cent. What? Because you're gothic? Snap asked in a little afraid voice. Because he was afraid, it meant he was connected with Satan. Because I love her. I'm assuming that was said by Hagrid. But I sure don't know. Oh my god. He swoops in on a broom, singing a gothic version of a 50 Cent song. Feel free to type in the chat what you assume a gothic version of 50 Cent would sound like. Chapter 12. What are you guys up to? Oh, thank you, Heidi. I'm glad you like it. Kim actually did my makeup, 'cause I can't, and I can only like see out of one eye, so like I can't do makeup. Even if I had like the motor skills, I really wouldn't be able to do it, 'cause like when I like go to close this eye to like do stuff to it, just fucking darkness, just ebony darkness, dementia, Raven way, all that I see, absolute horror. So yeah, I mean, okay, I can see something, but I have like 2200 vision or some like absurdly off the chart number for vision in my other eye. So it's just not in the cards, for me to regularly, be an attractive goth grill. Where are we? Chapter 12. Author's note. Stop faying. Okay, Hagrid is a pedo too. Hagrid is a pedo too. A lot of people in American schools are like that. I wanted to address the issue. I mean, they're not wrong, but like, what a weirdly flippant way to talk about. Oh my god. Oh my god. How do you know Snap ain't Christian? Plus, Hagrid isn't really in love with Ebony. That was... I don't know if she's trying to say Cedric or secret. Don't know which word that's supposed to be. So... I guess we'll keep going. The 666 has now shifted much farther left. It's arguing for universal basic income at this point. I was about to slit my wrists again with the silver knife that Drago had given me in case anything happened to him. That's a very normal thing. He had told me to use it valiantly against an enemy, but I knew that we must both go together. No, I thought it was hair grid, but it was vampire. He started to scream. Oh my fucking god, no! My scar hurts. Which, it was stated explicitly earlier that he doesn't have a scar anymore. I guess he could just have other ones somewhere else. Maybe it's not to be flippant about serious issues, but perhaps it's one of his self-harm scars, since everyone in this story does it regularly. That's pretty common ground in this. Yes, Kane Spawn, a hair grid is the thing that lunch ladies wear so that they don't get their hair in your food. You're absolutely correct. So vampire shows up. He starts to scream. His scar hurts, and then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. I stopped. How did you know? How did you know what? Nothing was fucking said. I saw it, and my scar turned back into the lightning bolt. Okay, so it was explained. No, I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore. You know what? Silly me. I should have just waited for them to explain the plot holes in this. I don't know. What do you get for this fucking Pulitzer Prize winning piece of literature? I really wasn't expecting them to cover that back up. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore. I shouted. Sorry, I obviously didn't shout there. I do, but Diablo changed it into a pentagram for me. Oh my fucking lord, he just has a fucking pentagram. Yeah, how dumb would it be for somebody to just have some weird symbol on their forehead like that? Anyway. Oh wait, he changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always cover it up with foundation. Of course. Anyway, my scar hurt, and it turned back into the lightning bolt. Save me! Then I had a vision of what was happening to Drake. Did his other personality just break through for a second there? Voldemort has him bondage. We're just going to ignore all of that. Anyway, I was in the school nurse's office now, recovering from my slit wrists. Is that Ebony? Is that... Yeah. Snap and Lupin and Horrid, all caps, were there too. They were going to St. Mango's after they recovered because they were pedophiles. Okay. All right. See, normally when somebody says something really weird, I'm like, all right, you're allowed. You're absolutely not allowed. You are hard stop, right? No. They were going to St. Mango's after they recovered because they were pedophiles, and you can't have those fucking pervs teaching in a school with lots of hot girls. I think that's the most accurate thing that's been said. You should not have, you shouldn't have pedophiles in the schools. Yeah, you know, social commentary is popping up in weird places in this. Dumbledore, oh my god, it gets back down to levels of I don't even know what. Dumbledore had constipated the Zindios camera they took of me naked. I put up my middle finger at them. Anyway, like how she just brushes off that entire paragraph. Anyway, Hagrid came into my hospital bed holding a bouquet of pink roses. Ennaby, I need to tell you something, he said in a V-serious voice, giving me the roses. Fuck off, I told him. You know I hate the color pink anyway, and I don't like fucked up preps like you, I snapped. Hagrid had been mean to me before for being gothic. No, Ennaby, Hagrid says. Those are not roses. What are they... What are they goths too, you poser prep? I asked because I was angry that he had brought me pink roses. I saved your life, he yelled angrily. No, you didn't, I replied, and all of that is still in the quotes, which means she said I replied out loud. Oh my god, what the... This is getting It's getting weird, yeah. It wasn't weird before this. Oh my god, Big Dun is back. What is happening? Making a My Immortal playlist. My Chemical Romance, Good Charlotte, Evanescence, Marilyn Manson, and of course, Gothic 50 Cent. If you don't like it, you're a prep. 666. I like how the 666 is in the exclamation points, like how people would fuck up typing the exclamation points and would like accidentally type a 1 in there. It's just with a 666. Oh my god. Goths and Roses. This is, oh my god. You guys are fucking incredible. I love each and every one of you. And I want to die. So, where was I? Thank you, Big Dun, for all of the super chats. An incredible time. Where were we? Oh, wait, they were saying something real fucked up. Hold on. I saved your life, he yelled angrily. No, you didn't, I replied. And then just another quote. You saved me from getting a Paris Hilton P-, assuming that's short for porn, from getting a Paris Hilton porn video made from your shower scene and being viewed by Snap and Lupin. Who masturbated, see that? See, is that spelled wrong? Yeah, it is. The fucking hubris on this girl is just, it's gigantic and warm, or whatever they were saying earlier. Who masturbated to it, he added silently. And you know what? Those words aren't in quotes, so it was completely silent. Whatever, I yelled angrily. He pointed his wand at the pink roses. These aren't roses. He suddenly looked at them with an evil look in his eye, and muttered, well, if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say. Oh, that's not a spell. That's a My Chemical Romance song. I corrected him wisely. I know. I was just warming. I know. I was just warming up my vocal cords. Then he screamed. Petulous Marengo me cremically remacio. For all you cool gothic My Chemical Romance fans out, comma, there, comma. That is a tribute. Especially for Raven. I love you, girl. IMO. I think that was before that was short for in my opinion, so I think that's supposed to be a word. Imo noto okeo. I'm not okay. And then the roses turn... Oh, my fucking lungs are collapsing. And then the roses turned into a huge black flame floating in the middle of the air. And it was black. Now I knew he wasn't a prep. Dude, this feels like she was physically asleep and was just typing words. And none of this has anything to do with anything. None of it is a complete thought. Like, even confined to, like, within its own paragraphs. None of it is connected or makes any sense. Where were we? Now I knew he wasn't a prep. Because he cast the My Chemical Romance spell. Okay, I believe you. Now, what the fuck is Draco? Excellent question. Hairgrid rolled his eyes. I looked into the balls of flame, but I could see nothing. You see, Ennaby, Dumbledore said, watching the two of us watching the flame. To see what is in the flames. To see what is in the flames. Haha, you reviewers flames. Get it? You must find yourself first, 'kay? I have found myself, okay, you mean old man, Hagrid yelled. Dumbledore looked shocked, and just random letters in Dumbledore are capitalized. I guess he didn't have a headache, or else he would have said something back. Hagrid stormed off back into his bed. I guess he also just sleeps in the infirmary. You are a liar, Professor Dumbledore. Anyway, when I got better, I went upstairs and put on a black leather mini dress that was all ripped on the ends with lace on it. There was some corset stuff on the front. Then I put on black fishnets and black high-heeled boots with pictures of Billy Joe Armstrong on them. I put my hair all out around me, so I looked like Samara from The Ring. If you don't know who she is, you're a prep, so fuck off. And I put on blood red lipstick, black eyeliner, and black lip gloss. You look kawaii, girl, Bloody Mary said sadly. Fangs, get it? You do too, I said sadly, too. But I was still upset. You mean butt? She just... Whatever. I slit both of my wrists, feeling totally depressed, and I sucked all the blood. I cried again in my bathroom, and put the shades on so Snap and Lupin couldn't spy on me this time. That makes sense. That makes the most sense out of any of this. I went to some classes. Vampire was in the... Vampire was in the hair of magical magic creatures. Fucking what? He looked all depressed because Draco had disappeared, and he had used to be in love with Draco. He was sucking some blood from a Hufflepuff. You ever just do that? You ever just be in class and start sucking the blood out of Hufflepuff? Hi, he said in a depressed way. Hi back, I said in a wickily sad way. We both looked at each other for some time. Harry had beautiful red gothic eyes, so much like Draco's. Then we jumped on each other and started screwing each other. Are they not in the middle of a classroom? Right? Well, technically, they're in the hair of some magical magic creatures, which I was assuming was the name of a class, even though it doesn't sound like one, is not a complete thought, and really didn't specify. Jesus fucking Christ, where were we? Then we jumped on each other and started screwing each other. Oh. Stop it now, you horny simpletons, shouted Professor McGoggle, who was watching us, and so was everyone else. Okay, they've addressed my concerns. Vampire, I lost my place. Hold on. Vampire, you fucker, I said, slapping him. Stop trying to screw me. You know I loved Draco, I shouted, and then I ran away angrily. Just then, he started to scream. Oh my fucking god, no, my scar hurts. And then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. Did she copy and paste this? No, I ran up closer. She did copy and paste this. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore, I shouted. I do, but Diablo changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always cover it up with what? Let's guess, foundation. That's right, he said back. Anyway, my scar hurt, and then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. She puts all these dots for suspense, but we already know. Because because this literally already fucking happened. Voldemort has him bondage. Okay. Author's note, I guess. Special thanks to Raven, my Gothic's blood sister. What the fuck you're supposed to writ this? Hey Raven, do you know where my sweater is? And then it cuts off. Somebody help these kids! So, assuming that this person was like 13 when it was written, and I'm really sure they said that it was 2006 when this was written, that means there's a person out there that's like roughly my age that wrote this. So like that's beyond frightening, that there's like somebody out there in society that has this as a skeleton in their closet. Like you could meet someone tomorrow and tonight maybe, I don't know what time zone you're in, that has a dark past like this, and I don't know, did they assimilate with the rest of us after? I'm really not sure. Like, did they still look like how they're dressed in this story, extensively dressed in this story, except when they're naked in a room full of students? What a fucking time. Yeah, you know what? It sure would have been worse if they were already my age and then wrote this. But you know what? I'm my age and I'm reading it, so... but we're also not serious. Man, I don't know. I don't know anymore. My brain has rotted. It's about to slide right out of my fucking ear. Chapter 13. Author's note. Raven, thanks for gelping me again. I'm sorry I talk your poster of Gerard, but that guy is such a fucking sex bomb. Preps, stop flamaging. Stop. Why would you flamaging this person? She's obviously done nothing wrong other than unleash this fucking beast. I am 1,000 years old, to answer your question. Did I start this yet? No, I didn't. Okay. Vampire and I ran up the stairs looking for Dumbledore. We were so scared. Wait, why? Oh, 'cause this scar is hurting. Dumbledore, we both yelled. Dumbledore came there. What is it that you want now, you despicable snobs? He asked angrily. He must have a headache. Voldemort has Draco, we shouted at the same time. He laughed in an evil voice. No, don't. We need to save Draco, we begged. No, he said meanly. I don't give a darn. Oh, he's not swearing, so that must mean he doesn't have a headache if he's not swearing. I don't give a darn what Voldemort does to Draco, not after how much he misbehaved in school, especially with you, Ebony, he said while he frowned looking at me. With you? Yeah, that's a physical possibility. Besides, I never liked him that much anyway. Then he walked away. Vampire started crying. My Draco, he moaned. Author's note. Getting into some deeper fetish territory here. Don't you think gay guys are like so hot? Totally not a weird thing to say. Guys, author's note. Don't ever say something like that. Like, it's not really a compliment. All gay people don't look the same. whatever stereotype she's like trying to describe here is also not everyone. So like, let's just not do that. I know this was 13-ish years ago, but we're reading it right now, and I feel like it needs the proper corrections and context of the time. Oh my fucking lord. Yes, Leviathan, that's what I was trying to say. To summarize, was that there's a lot of ugly gay people out there as well. So let's not lump everyone in the same way, I guess. Oh my god. No, but women fetishizing gay men is super fucking weird, and just don't do it. Just don't do it. It's creepy, dude. Where were we in this wonderful story before our own social commentary started? Guys, no politics in the fucking stream. Okay, so Vampire is crying. She says, "It's okay, I tried to tell him, but that didn't stop him. He started to cry tears of blood. Shout out Castlevania. Then he had a brainstorm. I had an idea," he exclaimed. "What?" I asked him. "You'll see," he said. He took out his wand. Oh, and did a spell. It really is his wand. Then, suddenly, we were in Voldemort's lair. Okay. Suddenly we were in Voldemort's lair. We ran in with our wands out, just as we heard a croon voice say, "No." Just as we heard a croon voice say, "Allah Cadavra." It was Voldemort. Why is there suspense there? They're like, so we went to his house, and then he was in it, casting spells like a fucking wizard would do. Oh my god. I need to find that meme. I'll post it in Discord later. Oh yeah, I guess he should have said "Allah Cadavra" like Frank Sinatra. You're right, Kane Spawn. I need to find the meme of the DBZ characters dressed up, and it says, what does it say? They like apologize to Allah. They're like, no, it says, "Allah forgive me, but from sunrise to sunset, I will flex on my haters." Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm just trying to collect myself. Yeah, everyone in the chat, log in on your mom's account and say something offensive in the chat. I guess. Man, I don't know. Things are so... The dynamic of existing on the internet is so weird. 'Cause it was like... At one point, like, I was responding to somebody had, like, asked me questions, and I was responding, like, real professionally and nicely, and being like, "Yes, good example. This is what I should be doing right now." And I was like, "All right, cool. That's how you exist on the internet. Set a good example." And then literally the next day, I posted on the Klaymore Facebook page that picture of Joseph Joestar saying "nice," and it was to let everyone know that we had 69 listeners on Spotify the previous day. And then the person that I was talking to the day before, their mom liked the 69 post, and I was like, this is truly the duality of mankind, and I don't know what anything means anymore. I'm just gonna fucking try my best. So, chapter 14, author's note. Fuck off, preps, okay? Raven, thanks for helping again. I'm sorry I couldn't update, but I was depressed, and I had to go to the hospital because I slit my wrist. Wow, that was actually not expecting that. P.S. I'm not updating. Me too. I'm not updating till you give me 10 God revoys. The 666 in the X's has now shifted farther right. Warning. Some of this chapter is extremely scray. Vour excretion. Vour excretion advis. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. Am I mentally ready? Let's see. We ran to where Voldemort was. It turned out that Voldemort wasn't there. Then how did you run to where he was? Why am I asking these questions? Why am I asking these fucking questions? Instead, the fat guy who killed Cedric was. Who the fuck is that? Either of those characters. They have not been in the fucking story. Draco was there crying tears of blood. Snaketail was torturing him. Who is that? Vampire and I ran in front of Snaketail. Whoever that is. Rid my sight, you despicable preps, he shouted as we started shooting him with the gun. He suddenly looked at me and he fell down with a I don't know who's talking right now. And then he fell down with a lovey-dovey look in his eyes. And then all one word, Ebony, I love you, will you have sex with me, he said. In this, he is 16 years old, so he's not a pedophile, okay? I don't know who. I don't know who's talking. I don't know who in the story isn't a pedophile. I don't know. I'm keep scrolling. What? Huh? I asked. So he now says it with spaces between the words. Maybe she was having difficulty reading it a second ago. Enemy, I love you. Will you have sex with me? Asked Snaketail. I started laughing crudely. What the fuck? I think that's the most human moment we've seen in this entire story. Was some fucking fedora lord just straight up literally saying, will you have sex with me? To a stranger. And then the stranger responds, what the fuck? What the fuck? You torture my boyfriend and then you expect me to fuck you. God, you are so fucked up, you fucking bastard, I said angrily. Then I stabbed him in the heart. Okay, we're back to unrealistic. Blood poured out of it like a fountain. No, he screamed. He started screaming and running around. Then he fell down and died. I burst into tears sadly. Oh my god. Sorry, I started reading the next paragraph. Snaketail, what art thou doing? Called Voldemort. Then he started coming. There's legitimately no other context. I'm not even trying to be funny with that one. He started coming. We could hear his high heels clacking to us. So we got on our broomsticks and we flew to Hogwarts. So they teleport in. They just warp in there. And then they leave by getting on their broomsticks and flying back to Hogwarts. We went to my room. Vampire went away. There I started crying. This is the most... Oh my god. So, like, they clarify earlier that that Draco is bisexual, but this next sentence is like the most... this next little paragraph is the most white guy, the most straight guy thing. White people too. This is the most straight guy thing I've ever fucking read. So they're back in her room. She is crying. He asks her, "What's wrong, honey?" asked Draco, taking off his clothes so we could screw. She's like on her bed crying, and he's like, "You good? Like, you trying to fuck? Like, what the fuck is?" Well, I mean, other than the fact that it was read or written by a 13-year-old, but like, she got these ideas from somewhere. Like, to her, this is not off the wall and weird. So, like, why does she think that's a normal thing to happen? Anyway, taking off his clothes so we could screw. He had a sex pack. Get it? Because he's so sexy. And a really huge you-know-what and everything. I sure don't know what everything entails after all of that, but sure, I get it's probably like that Deep Purple song, but whatever. It's so unfair, I yielded. Why can't I just be ugly or plain like all the other girls and preps here except for Bloody Mary because she's not ugly or anything? This is absolutely incredible. Why would you want to be ugly? I don't like the preps anyway. They are such fucking sluts. Now, not to judge or kink shame or anything, but a slut is somebody that's like, you know, promiscuous, and it's sort of implied like regardless of the circumstances, like they're just always promiscuous. Like that's what a slut is. So this guy who is going full horny on Maine with a girl that was fucking crying, and that didn't slow him down from being promiscuous, is now calling other people sluts. Just what a bold move. Alright, so yeah, but everyone is in love with me. Like Snape and Lupin took a video of me naked. Let's not conflate those two things. God, this is so dangerous. Hagrid said he's in love with me. Vampire likes me. And now even Snaketail is in love with me. Snaketail's dead. Steve Jobs is dead. I'm dead. I really don't think he should be on the list if he's dead. Snaketail is in love with me. He's fucking dead. I just want to be with you, okay, Draco? Why couldn't Satan have made me less beautiful? Fucking relatable. I shouted angrily. And don't worry, Ennaby isn't a snob or anything, but a lot of people have told her she's pretty. I'm good at too many things. Why can't I just be normal? It's a fucking curse, I shouted, and then I ran away. Just gonna take a look at the chat. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is so incredible. You know what? Being a vampire and being inhuman sure would make him not act like a normal human. I think that's the best rationale we've had for this entire debacle all night. He's got a really huge model train collection. Let's hope. I think he was trying to run a different train, but yeah. Oh my god. Oh, Sebastian's here. Great, because you fucking paid for this, you degenerate. Oh my god. So this is... Oh my god. Mike, if you're right and Snaketail's a vampire and that's why he's not dead. No, well, she stabbed him in the heart. Isn't that like the one thing that can... Draco's also back because they just lied that he committed suicide 2 sentences after saying that he can't die because he's a vampire. And then they were convinced he was dead because I guess they didn't read the fan fiction to know that he can't die. He is a vampire. I'm fucking dying. just in real life. Fucking dying after reading this. I've been trying to figure out, to answer that question, I've been trying to figure out a way to do some music stuff in live streams, but to make a really long story short, I need to figure out how to make it actually work, because the program that I use to make the music doesn't get picked up by the software that sends it all out to YouTube, so I need to like download some additional stuff or like buy some more cables and more hardware to make it work. But yeah, no, streaming Klaymore stuff, I've wanted to do it for a while. I just haven't had time to sit down and make that all work because I'm busy reading Harry Potter fan fiction, like obviously. It's so clear. Yeah. Oh my god. All right. Let's. I forgot my warning at the beginning of the video. Yeah, guys, if you crank one out to either the thumbnail or the live stream at all, you owe me a super chat. So let that be known. I'm gonna assume that's not why Big Dun was super chatting me so many times, but I guess it's entirely possible. I don't know the exact details of his life, so. Let's move on, shall we? Where are we? Chapter 15. Sorry, I can't remember the meme. The last thing you'd want in your Harry Potter fanfiction is someone else's foot fungus, but that might be what you get. Chapter 15. Author's note, stop flaming, okay? By the way, you suck. From now on, every time someone flames me, I'm gonna slit my wrists. Oh my god. Fangs to Raven for Klapen. Oh god, I'm really, really worried about everyone in the chat right now. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you, Colin and Big Dun again for the super chats. After I mentioned that you owed me money, if parts of you were warm, I think is the euphemism that we're going with this story. Oh no. And Sebastian. Wow, you guys are just going full horny on main. Very brave. Stunning and brave. Well, since you guys are thinking about me, trust me, I'm gonna be, when I get my email notification from Screenwave that's like, here's your PayPal statement from this month, I'm gonna be like, it's creepily higher. Oh my god, there's big thingies everywhere, and yeah, this is quite a gothic occasion. I'm glad you guys all joined me for MySpace night. I had something weird to say, and I can't even remember it now. God damn, maybe I should just look like this on every stream. Maybe I'd get more super chats. So MySpace night is a real thing that happens in Pittsburgh. Actually, one of my friends runs it. Everybody looks like this, and everything that happens in this fanfiction happens at MySpace night. I assume. I've never been. Too busy reading Harry Potter fanfics on the internet. So, chapter 15. I'm sure we can make it to the halfway point before the stream is over. I guess for annual reading number 4, we'll read the second half. Chapter 15. Fangs to Raven for Kleppen. Ebony, shouted Draco sadly. No, please come back. But I was too mad. What happened? I'm sorry. Oh, she's complaining that she's too attractive and that it's a curse and that I highly relate to that. So Draco says, no, please come back. But she's too mad about being so attractive. Whatever. Now you can go and have sex with vampire, I shouted. I stormed into my room and closed my black door with my blood red key, because that's an important detail. It had a picture of Marilyn Manson on it. I'm assuming the door and not the key. He looked so sexy in a way that reminded me of Draco and Vampire. I started to cry and weep. I took a razor and started to slit my wrists. Okay, I drank the blood, all depressed. Then I looked at my black Good Charlotte watch and noticed it was time to go to biology class. Okay, sure. I put on a short, ripped, black gothic dress that said anarchy on the front in blood red letters, and was all ripped, and a spiky belt. Under that, I put on ripped black fishnets and boots that said, and boots that said Joel all over them with blood red letters. That's absolutely a real thing that would be made. I put my ebony black hair out. Anyway, all that aside. Anyway, I went downstairs feeling all sad and depressed as usual. I did some advanced biology work. Is that what they're calling it now? I was turning a bloody pentagram. I think she means alchemy. I did some advanced biology work. I was turning a bloody pentagram into a black guitar. Suddenly, the guitar turned to Draco. Eneby, this fucking hurts. Eneby, I love you, he shouted sadly. I do not care what those fucker preps and posers think. You're the most beautiful girl in the world. Before I met you, I used to want to commit suicide all the time. Now, I'm gonna let him finish his thought. Now I just want to fucking be with you. I fucking love you. He did. He did commit suicide in this story after they had met. So this is garbage on more levels than usual. I don't know what the fuck else to say about it. Ugh. Then he started to sing The Chronicles of Life and Death. We considered it our song now because we fell in love when Joel was singing it. Wait. Oh, they're in a class. Sorry, I forgot. They're in their advanced bio class. Right in front of the entire class. His singing voice was so amazing and gothic and sexy. Like a cross, which she's previously stated she will not write, between Gerard, Joel. She's just fucking listing anyone that she knows. So I'm not even gonna humor reading that. Oh, Brian with the super chat. Hi, I'm a cringe 2006 goth, and I cranked one out to the stream. Excellent. Everyone, maybe don't follow Brian's example, but I don't know. That's up to you. You guys aren't on the stream. I can't encourage that kind of behavior explicitly, I think. I don't really know the YouTube terms of service on that. I think just I'm not allowed to do it on the stream. I think you guys are allowed to do whatever you want in the privacy of your own homes, but anyway, let's see what happens next. She's just listing random people that she says he looks like, which is not true because we all know what the character looks like because we've seen the movies. Oh my fucking god, I said after he was finished. Some fucking preps stared at us, but I just stuck up my middle fingers that were covered in black nail polish and were entwined with Dracos now at them. I love you, I said, and then we started to kiss, just like Hilary Duff, I fucking hate that bitch, and CMM in a Cinderella story. I legitimately don't know what CMM is short for. Let me know in the chat. Then we went away, holding hands. Lupin shouted at us, but he stopped, because everyone was clapping. Because everyone was clapping by how sexy we looked together. A very real thing that absolutely happens. Then I saw a poster saying that My Chemical Romance would have a concert in Hogsmeade right then. We looked at each other all shocked. And then we went together. Oh my god. End scene. Let me see what you guys are fucking saying over here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, Livy, we can absolutely do that. Leviathan, I'm sorry you had to tap out so early. Oh, I guess it's not early. It's already fucking 10:30. I don't know how long we have left. I don't know. It all depends on my mental fortitude. Chad Michael Murray? I don't even know who that is. I'm not even trying to, yeah, I don't remember who that is. Okay. Sebastian, I was going to say, I think you were supposed to bust a nut in my honor, and you wrote on my honor, but I'm assuming you're making some sort of tribute video. Don't post that in Discord. The video, you can post what you just said. It's out there on the internet for everyone now. But well, I guess we do have not safe for work memes. Man, remember the one time somebody just posted straight up? Well, I guess it was porn to someone. Somebody just posted porn in the not safe for work, which true part of Discord, and it was just somebody getting fucking punched in the nuts. It was real weird. I don't know. I didn't know how to feel about it. I just left it there. I was like, this is technically where this would go. Anyway, Brian, thanks for the super chat, dog. Let's keep struggling. Chapter 16, author's note. You know what? Sut up, okay? Prove to me your nut preps. Raven, you Okay, so things have taken a personal turn for the worst. Oh my god. Brian, glad you could make it. Ugh. It's been an incredible evening. Things have taken a turn for the worst with Raven in real life, it looks like. Where are we? You know what? Sut up, okay? Prove to me your nut preps. Raven, you suck, you fucking bitch. Give me back my fucking sweater, I'm assuming. You're supposed to write this. Raven, what the fuck, you bitch? You're supposed to do this. By the way, thanks to Brittany5655 for teaching me Japanese. Okay. 666 is actually pretty centered in this one. Oh my god. Yeah, top 10 anime betrayals. Raven, right here. Okay. We happily ran to Hogsmeade. There we saw the stage where Good Charlotte had played. We ran in happily. Again, I guess. My Chemical Romance were there playing Helena. I was so fucking happy. Gerard looked even sexier than he did in the pictures. Even Draco thought so. I could totally see him getting an erection, but it didn't matter cause I knew what the fuck? Cause I knew that we were the only true ones for each other. I was wearing it's back, the fucking clothing descriptions. I was wearing a black leather mini dress and black leather platinum boots with red ripped fishnets. Draco was wearing a baggy My Chemical Romance t-shirt and black baggy pants. Anyway, we stated moshing. We Frenched, assuming still in the pit. We ran up to the front of the band to stage dive. Suddenly, Gerard pulled off his mask. So did the others. We gasped. It wasn't them at all. It was. Sorry, I paused before the gigantic ellipsis. It was Voldemort and the Death Dealers. And so now it seems like she forgot what she was writing. And oh my god. Mike Wazowski with the super chat. Fucking, it's an all-star team tonight. You guys are incredible. Point and laugh at Cam because he cannot super chat. I'm gonna do that. YouTube's not accepting your credit card number. That's too bad. I'm gonna check the. I just punched the mic. I'm sorry. Just check in our video description for a link to our Patreon page. You can just hook yourself up that way. And then you can vote and make sure that absolute garbage like this happens more often. I'm sold. I don't know about you. Anyway. Yeah, Colin will definitely start a tribute band to a My Immortal fanfiction tribute band. Oh my god, I would actually listen to that. That sounds hysterical. Okay, so she forgot what she was typing, which happens a lot in this. As we saw earlier with where she just copied and pasted an entire paragraph that had previously happened, which how do you forget that you wrote it if you copy and paste it? Fucking riddle me that. So anyway, she forgets that she already wrote about them being at the concert. The whole thing happens. They're Frenching in the pit. Volsamort and the death dealers show up. And then she just jumps back in time to the before times, to before any of that happens. Ebony writes, "What the fuck, Draco? I'm not going to a concert with you," I shouted angrily. "Not after what happened to me last time. Even if it's My Chemical Romance and you know how much I like them." What happened last time? What happened last time? Oh, I'm having a fucking stroke reading this, and if you're having a fucking stroke watching this, be sure to super chat me. What? 'Cause he gadgeted uncomfortably, 'cause guys don't like to talk about you-know-what. These are rash assumptions. Yeah, 'cause I yielded in an angry voice. We won't do that again. We don't do that here. Draco promised. This time we're going with an escort. Okay, so, like, obviously they don't know what these words mean, 'cause they're trying not... How did they say it? They're trying not to get an orgasm, but now they're going into the woods with an escort. So... Where were we? Oh my fucking god. What the fuck? Are you giving in to the mainstream? I asked. So I guess you're a prep or a Christina now, or what? No, he muttered loudly. Are you becoming a prep or what? I shooted angrily. Enemy, I'm not. Please come with me. He fell down to his knees and started singing The World is Black by Good Charlotte. Because what else do you do in that situation? Oh my god. I was flattened, because that's not even a single. He had memorized the lyrics just for me. Okay, then I guess I will have to, I said. Then we Frenched for a while, and I went up to my room. So the concert isn't? They said, the flyer said it was right now, and oh my, what the fuck? Okay, then I guess I will have to, I said. Then we Frenched for a while, and I went up to my room. Bloody Mary was standing there. What the fuck is that? Okay, that's a Japanese word, so I'm not going to read it because I'm just going to white people all over it, and that would be super embarrassing for everyone because, nothing would be cringier in this specific stream than me pronouncing a word wrong that I've never seen before. So, she said happily, she specs Japanese, so do I. That means, how do you do in Japanese? Can somebody zoom in on the screen to see the word and then Google Translate it and see if that's even remotely close to correct, because I do not believe her at all. So she says hi, happily, in Japanese. By the way, Willow, that fucking poser, got expelled, which Willow, I believe, was Raven in real life, and now they had that falling out about their sweater, and I guess they hate Raven now. By the way, Willow, that fucking poser, got expelled. She failed all her classes, and she skipped math. Author's note, Raven, you fucking suck. Fuck you. Well, there you go. Mystery solved. It serves that fucking bitch right, I laughed angrily. Well, anyway, I love how these transition into other paragraphs. Like, they go off the fucking rails, and then she's just like, so anyway, next thought that I'm having. Which none of these have been complete thoughts, so that's absolutely incredible. Where were we? Oh, right. Well, anyway, we were feeling all depressed. We watched some gothic movies, like Das Nightmare. It's in capitals. I don't. Before Christmas. Maybe Willow will die too, I said. Kawaii. Bloody Mare shook her head. I think these words are supposed to be energetically, lethargically, which mean two completely opposite things. So there's that. So maybe Willow will die too. Kawaii. Oh yeah. Oh, have a confession. After she got expelled, I murdered her, and then Lupin did it with her because he's a necrophiliac. If any, so like the average age of people watching aren't really like old enough in the range that you might be pumping out kids anytime soon. But like when you do, please talk to your fucking kids, man. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe it'll stop things like this from happening. Like, this absolute fucking war crime of a story. Maybe it could have been avoided if just, like, her parents would have fucking talked to her, like, at all. So there's our societal commentary. Where were we? Ah, yes. Raven's character is dead because she got killed by Hermione Granger, who's a Satanist and a vampire. And then Lupin had sex with the corpse because he's a necrophiliac. Kawaii, I commented happily. We talked to each other in silence for the rest of the movie. Okay. Oh, hey, by the way, I'm going to a concert with Draco tonight in Hogsmeade with My Chemical Romance, I said. I need to wear, like, the hot set outfit Eva. Bloody Mary nodded energetically. 3 L's in that word. That's wild. Oh my fucking god, totally, let's go shopping. In Hot Topic, right? I asked, already getting out my... I'm gonna assume that word is special. Getting out my special Hot Topic loyalty card. No, my head snaped up. What? My head spun. I could not believe it. Bloody Mary, are you a prep? No, she laughed. I found some cool gothic stores near Hogwarts, that's all. Who told you about them? I asked. Sure, it would be Draco or Diablo or Vampire. Don't even say that name to me. Or me. She's like, who told you about this? Was it me? How do you not fucking know? Okay. Who told you about them? Dumbledore, she said. Let me just call our Brahms. And then this is in all caps, but it says, I asked quietly. Oh my fucking god, Dumbledore! So like, I'm assuming that's how you would say that. Yeah, I saw the map for Hogsmeade on his desk, she told me. Come on, let's go. That is... Okay, sure. So, again, so it was asked, it was asked earlier, is there a hot topic anywhere near Hogwarts? And we said yes, it's in Hogsmeade, but I guess we all collectively remembered it wrong. We had a Mandela moment here. It's not hot topic in Hogsmeade. It's just a gothic store. So let's see what happens there. We were going in a few punk goth stores, specially for the concerts in Hogsmeade. The salesperson was, and then in all caps, oh my god, hotter than Gerard, except not, because that's impossible. And he gave me a few dresses. We only have these for the real goths. The real goths? Me and Bloody Mary asked. Yeah, you wouldn't believe how many posers there are in this town, man. Yesterday, Lupin and Snap tried to... tried to buy a gothic camera pouch. He shook his head. I didn't even know they had a camera. Oh my fucking god, no, they're gonna spy on me again. I cried, running out of the changing room wearing a long black dress with lots of red tulle coming out and very low cut with a huge slit. Oh my Satan, you have to buy that outfit, the salesperson said. Yeah, it looks tautly hot, said Bloody Mary. You know what? I am going to give it to you free because you look really hot in that outfit. Is that how it works? I don't know. I certainly don't know. Hey, are you going to be at the concert tonight? He asked. Yeah, I am, actually. I looked back at him. Hey, by the way, my name's Ebony Darkness Dementia Terra Way. What's yours? She switched the name from Raven, because Raven's a fucking bitch now who stole her sweater and didn't edit her posts, which also Raven dropped ball every goddamn time editing anything here. So honestly, I'm a little mad at Raven myself. I'm gonna have to change my name in the video description from what I wrote. Dementia Terra Way. What's yours? Tom Ridd, he said, and then ran a hand through his black-dyed hair. Maybe I'll see you there tonight. Yeah, I don't think so, because I'm going with my boyfriend Draco, you sick perv. I yelled angrily, but before he could beg me to go with him, Hargrid flew in on his black broom, looking worried. Oh my fucking god, Ebony, you need ought get back into the into the castle now. End scene. Let me check in with you guys. This is a fucking nightmare. Say, Colin, I just read your super chat. Well, there goes another one over the salesperson. Oh, artfully done. That was an artful nut. Holy fuck. Okay, let me. Oh my. I physically can't handle this. I was like, oh no, the video's not gonna be monetized because we said the fuck word so many times. I don't fucking care. Thank you guys for balancing out the 85 cents that I would have made in ads over the next year on this video with the like $25 in super chat. It's been fucking lit. You guys are the best. Oh, Cam's a patron now. I would check to make sure I got that confirmation email, but it'll just show up on the screen. So I'm not going to do that. Oh my god. Okay, so the Japanese words Google doesn't even know. It's getting conflicted messages there. Absolutely incredible. Oh My Satan was actually like really fun. Like, it was funny in the context of how ridiculous this was. If it was self-aware at all, that would have just been a legitimately hysterical thing to say in the middle of this. But it's not self-aware at all, which still kind of kept it at the same level of hilarity. Oh my god, it's just, I think we can all learn a lesson from Colin right now. Where what did he say exactly? He He strives to have every nut be artful. That's the way I want to live my fucking life, dude. I'm glad that you are. Gotta bring the average up of people artfully nutting. So, Jesus fucking Christ, guys, you're all fantastic. The story is not, but it's kind of what makes it fantastic. Let's dive back in. And we're trying to make it to chapter 22. That is the halfway point. So if you're running low on mental stamina for this, hang in there. It's not too much left. We can do this together. We can beat off this horrible demon away from us with both hands. Author's note, chapter 17. I said stop filming. Oh God, it fucking hurts. I said stop filming the strio. If you're a prep, then do not read it. You can tell whether you're a prep or not. I said it the first time I read this. It just sounds like the fucking Swedish Chef. You can tell whether you're a prep or not by my quiz. It's on my homepage. If you're not, then you rock. Can someone please try to find that quiz and post it in Discord? Leviathan found it last time. Turned out he was a prep. If you are, then fuck of P.S. Willow isn't really a prep. Raven, please do this. It'll promise to give you back your poster. What does that mean? I thought Raven was a bitch with a sweater or something. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Tom Riddle, which is not what he said his name was, gave us some clothes and stuff for free and everything. He said he would help us with makeup if he wanted. He said he would help us with makeup if he wanted, because he was really into fashion and stuff. He's bisexual. I want to again take an aside to note that, guys, you're allowed to not look like a fucking troglodyte. And you don't have to be gay because of it. You can take care of your appearance and not be attracted to the same gender. So feel free to do that. Because most people that I fucking run into looks like they don't even know how to wash their own ass. So let's stop this stereotype of liking dudes in order to give a shit about what you look like. Man, remember when we made up the word metrosexual, which was just like a straight guy who knows how to wash his own ass? Because that was a fucking wild time in human history. Moving on. Hagrid kept shooting at us to come back to Hogwarts. What the fuck, Hagrid? I shouted angrily. Fuck off, you fucking bastard. Well, anyway, Willow came. Hagrid went away angrily. Hey, bitch, you look kawaii, she said. Yeah, but not as kawaii as you, I answered sadly, because Willow's really pretty and everything. She was wearing a short black corset thingy with blood red lace on it and a black blood red miniskirt, leather fishnets, and black pointy, there's no T, pointy boots that showed off how pale she was. We got the feet people in here, I guess. She had a really nice body with big bobs and everything. And everything. She was thin enough to be anorexic. That's okay. We're just So are you going to the concert with Draco? She asked. Yeah, I said happily. I'm gong with Diablo, she answered happily. Well, anyway, Draco and Diablo came. There's no parentheses about them being bisexual after that, but okay. They were both locking, extremely hot, and sexy, and you could tell they thought we were ought to. Diablo was wearing a black t-shirt that said 666 on it. Just brief aside, so when I had to look through the fan art for this, for the thumbnail, there was like these stereotypical looking goth drawings of all of them, I did not realize that they were all accurate to the story. I thought they were just pulling stuff out of their ass, and that's what they were drawing. Like, they were like, here's something stupid, let's put it on them. Nope. Straight from the text. So, okay. Describing Diablo. He was wearing tons off makeup, just like Marilyn Manson. Draco was wearing black leather pants, a gothic black Good Charlotte t-shirt, and black Vans he got from the Warped Tower. Bloody Mart was going to the concert with Dracola. I hate it. I hate all of this. I hate all of this. Thank you all for your time. Dracula used to be called Navel, but it tuned out that he was kidnapped at birth and his real family were vampires. They died, like the color, in a car crash. Navel converted to Satanism and he went goth. He was in Slytherin now. He was wearing a black warped t-shirt, black jeans, and shoes. I assume she meant black shoes. Black jeans and shoes, and black hair with red streaks in it. We call him Dracula now. Spelled differently than the first couple times. Okay. Well, anyway, we all went to Draco's Black Mercy Benz. Get it? Because we're gothic. I fucking hate this. That his dad Lucian gave him. We did pot, coke, and crack. Which I assume is exactly what happened before she started typing this story. Draco and I made out. We made fun of those stupid fucking preps. We soon got there. I gasped. Just four more chapters. Gerard was the sexiest guy ever. He looked even sexier than he did in pics. He had long raven black hair and piercing blue eyes. He was really skinny and he had an amazing ethnic voice. Was he Mongolian throat singing? Like, I don't know what the fuck is an ethnic voice. We moshed to Helena and some otter songs. Suddenly, Gerard pulled... Yep, okay, so remember. It's already happened. Suddenly, Gerard pulled off his mask. So did the other members. I gasped. It wasn't Gerard at all. It was an ugly, preppy man. Well, okay, so they updated it a little. It was an ugly, preppy man with no nose and red eyes. Everyone ran away but me and Draco. I'm sorry. It was an ugly, preppy man with no nose and red eyes. Everyone ran away but me and Draco. Draco and I came. It was Voldemort and the Death Dealers. They are back. You moronic idiots, he shooted angstily. Enemy, I told you to kill vampire. Thou have failed, and now I shall kill thou and Draco. No, please, we begged sadly, but he took out his knife. He's got murder magic. He's just gonna stab these kids. Suddenly, a gothic old man flew in on his broomstick. He had long black hair and a long black bread. He was wearing a black robe. He was wearing a black robe that said Avril Lavigne on the back. He shotted a spell, and Voldemort ran away. It was Dumbledore. And scene. Guys, what the fuck? Why is this? Why do we do? Oh my god. Okay, let me check in on you guys. Everyone still alive? Everyone good out here? Out there on them internets? Oh my lord. Everyone is everything. Yeah, that is an existential crisis. That was a cake reference. Thank you. Sorry, I'm glad you could make it. I'm also sorry that you have to witness this. Dumbledore. Yeah. Oh my god. Absolutely. Yeah, dude, I was just thinking about you, man, the other day, because I know you only drop in on Facebook, like, every once in a while to just, like, check the State of the Union, and you're like, yup, world's still burning, and then you just peace out for months, but, no, we miss you, man. Glad you could make it. You missed the rules, though. If you crank one out, either, to the stream itself or to the thumbnail, you have to super chat me. So everyone's been real good about following that rule. It's kind of disturbing. They're very open about it. We're a very public group. Okay. This lipstick tastes fucking horrible. It's on my tongue. Okay. Imagine the feather. Okay. Chapter 18. Author's note. I said stop flamming. If you do, then you're a fucking prep. Thanks to Raven for the help and stuff. You rock. And you're not a prep. Thanks for my sweater. P.S. The other reason Dumbledore swore is because he trying to be gothic, so dare. That was a rambling, incoherent mess. Par for the course. Excellent. Good. I'm glad New Breed's still in rotation. Fantastic. Did you hear the new song? Are you acquainted with with the new one? Okay. I woke up the next day in my coffin. I walked out of it, put on some black eyeliner, black eyeshadow, blood bed lipstick, and a black, really low-cut leather dress that was all ripped and in stripes so you could see my belly. Okay? Wait, what? I was wearing a skull belly button ring with black and red diamonds inside it. The night before, Draco and I went back to the skull. Get it, skull, because I'm gothic and I like death. Oh my god, she's trying to say school. Went back to the school. Dumbledore chased Voldemort away. We flew there on our brooms. Mine was black, and the broom stuff was blood red. There was lace all over it. Draco had a black My Chemical Romance broom, because why the fuck not? Everything's branded in this fucking story. We went back to our rooms, and we went back to our rooms, and we had you know what to a Linkin Park song. Imagine the feather. Stay afloat. All right. Well, anyway, I went down to the Great Hall. There, all the walls were painted black, and the tables were black too. But you could see that there was pink paint underneath the black pant. And there were pastors of poser bands everywhere, like Ashley Simpson and the Backstreet Boys. What the fuck? I shouted, going to sit next to Bloody Mary and Willow, who's no longer dead, I guess. I'm having an aneurysm. Don't call me an ambulance because I cannot afford that ride to the hospital. If someone could just Uber me to the hospital. Bloody Mary was wearing a black leather mini with a good trowel t-shirt, black fishnets, and black pointy boots. Willow was wearing a long gothic black dress with blood red writing that was all lacy and came up to your thighs, and black boots and fishnets. Vampire, Dracula, and Draco came. We started to talk about who was sexier, Mikey or Gerard Way or Billy Joe Armstrong. The boys joined in because they were bi. Those guys are so fucking hot, Navel was saying, as suddenly a gothic old man with a black beard and everything, there you go, came. He was the same one who had chased away Voldemort yesterday. He had normal tan skin, but he was wearing white foundation, and he had dyed his hair black. Dumbledore? We all gasped. What the fuck? I shouted angrily. I thought he was just wearing that to scare Voldemort. Hello, everyone, he said happily. As you can see, I gave the room a makeover. What do you think about it? Everyone from the poser table in Gryffindor started to cheer. Well, we goths just looked at each other. We all... I don't know what this word is. Looking at my keyboard to get... You know what? I think it's supposed to say disgusted. I'll just say disgusted. Well, we goths just looked at each other, all disgusted, and shook our heads. We couldn't believe what a poser he was. And then there's a 1 next to the exclamation point. As is the way of our people. By the way, you can call me Halberd. He called as we left. That part's in all caps. To our classes. What a fucking poser, Draco shouted angrily as we to... Draco shouted angrily as we to transformation. We were holding hands. Vampire looked really jealous. I could see him crying blood in a gothic way. Get it? Way like Gerard. I'm going to kill myself after the stream. Please don't call the police. But I didn't say anything. I bet he's having a midlife crisis. Willow shouted, which is definitely how loud you would say such a thing at the person having it. I was so fucking angry. What is she mad about? I'm legitimately trying to piece this together. Like, is she mad at Dumbledore from, like, way before that? Like, being goth now? But, like, a bunch of other shit happened? I don't know. Okay? Chapter 19. This one also has a title. Two of them out of 19 have had a title. I'm not okay, I promise. That's chapter 19. Let me check in with you guys. Oh, Colin, thank you for the super chat. In the end, it didn't even matter. Thank you. I hate it. Oh my god. I'm glad that... Yeah, no, fuck it. We're not going to talk about this for a second. I'm really glad that all of you guys know the words to the clause, the law. That's, like, really fucking funny to me for some reason. I don't know. Holy shit. I'm nut, okay? I promise. We are all nut. That's literally how humans are formed. All of us are nut. Which reminds me of the poll that we had on the Klaymore page, which was, which would you rather see, your parents wrestling or 6 opening bands in a dive bar? And turns out everyone would rather see their parents wrestling than have to sit through 6 fucking opening bands. So, everyone, take note. Oh my god. Remember to stream The Clause, the Law on Spotify and all major streaming services. Why was that? That's the first new song I've put out in 5 years. Oh my god. That's the first new, that's the most recent material anyone has heard from me since New Breed, which was 6 years ago. So, like, what the fuck? I don't know why. That's what we decided to do. We had another song we were going to put out. And then White Claw memes happened. And we were like, fuck, like, real music? Like, we have to fucking sing about White Claw now. Oh my god. Holy fuck, guys. We're all gonna die one day, but this fan fiction is making me hope that it comes for all of us sooner. Not just me. I don't want to leave you guys behind with this horrible memory. We're all going down together. So, chapter 19, I'm nut, okay? I promise. Author's note. Please stop flaming the story. If you do, you're a fucking prep and you're jealous, okay? From knock on, I'm going to dealt your man reviews. By the way, if you end... I really don't know what that's supposed to be. If you end a poor blood so dare. I don't know what that sentence is supposed to say. I'm like legitimately at a loss. Holy fuck. Thanks to Raven, formed to help. Raven, you bitch. We're imagining the feather. Okay, here we go. All day, we sat angrily thinking about Dumbledore. We were so fucking pissed off. Well, I had one thing one to look forward to. The My Chemical Romance concert. It had been postponed. I'm gonna throw my fucking keyboard. It had been postponed so we could all go. Anyway, I went to the common room, sadly, to cut classes. Draco was being all secretive. I asked what it was, and he got all mad me and started crying, all hot and angsty. Is that their thing? In the, like, what? Who did she see act like this? That was like, you're crying? Time for sexual advances. Like, this is attractive to me. I know it was 13 years ago, but fucking stop. Like, please. I asked what it was, and he got all mad at me and started crying all hot and angsty. Aren't sensitive bi guys so hot? I fucking hate it. No one fucking understands me, he shouted angrily as his black hair went in his big blue eyes. Thought he had red eyes. Like Billy Joe in Boulevard of Borkin Dreams. He was wearing black baggy pants, a black My Chemical Romance t-shirt, and a black dye. Get it? Instead of tie, because I'm gothic. Okay, so everyone else frequently, like every chapter, changes their clothes, gets a huge description. Draco has been wearing the same fucking filthy clothes. 19 chapters. He's just like been rotting in his own filth, just like the rest of us watching this fucking nightmare unfold. Let's see what happens next. I was wearing a black leather low-cut top with chains all over it, a black leather mini, black high-held boots, and a cross-belly thing. My hair was all up in a messy, really high bun like Amy Lee in Gong Under. Parentheses, email me if you want to see the pic. Fucking hell. Accuse me? What about me? I growled, right when I thought it couldn't get any worse. But, he grunted. You fucking bastard, I moaned. No, wait, it's not what it fucking looks like, he shouted. I think I accidentally just hit the back button on my mouse and we're about to lose our place. Okay, it didn't work. Awesome. No, wait, it's not what it fucking looks like, he shouted. But it was too late. I knew what I heard. What? What did she hear? What happened? Nothing happened! Oh my god. Okay. I knew what I heard. None of us do, dude, so... I ran to the bathroom angrily. Cring! Draco banged on the door. I whipped and wept as my bloody eyeliner streamed down my cheeks and made cool tears down my... feces like Benji in the video for girls and boys. Raven, that is so our video. I took out a cigarette and started to smoke pot. All of those words are in caps except for smoke pot. Suddenly Hagrid came. He had appurated. You gave me a fucking shock, I shouted, angrily dropping my pot. What the fuck do you think you're doing in the girls' room? Only it wasn't just Hagrid. Someone else was with him too. For a second I wanted it to be Tom Ridd or maybe Draco, but it was Dumbledore. Hey, I need to ask you a question, he said, pulling out his black wannabe gothic purse. What are you wearing to the concert? Like, obviously. That's so clearly what would fucking happen here. Oh my god. I'm dying. I'm sucking my own dick and dying. What are you wearing to the concert? You know who My Chemical Romance are, I gasped. No, I just saw there was a concert that a lot of goths and punks were going to, he said. Anyway, Draco has a surprise for you. That's the end of that chapter. We've got 3 fucking chapters left. Can we make it? I don't know. Oh, Sebastian, thank you for the super chat. Even though it's for Dumbledore. Oh, wait, you did that to Dumbledore? Ew. That's gross, man. I am. I'm gonna email her for the pic. I'm gonna see what I can make happen. Oh my fucking lord. Do they make pot cigarettes? I think that's a spliff. Is that what it is when it's half cigarette, like half tobacco, half weed? I really don't know. Oh, hold on. You told me to check Discord. No fucking way. Did you? Oh, you just got the picture of Amy Lee in that video. Holy shit, you found the quiz. Oh my god, why are there so many things out there for, oh my god. I'm gonna have to look through those at length after the stream, just like be at work. Like, yeah, let me just check my my Immortal fan art section. Oh my god, guys, there's 3 chapters left. Well, in this half. We're not gonna, obviously, I didn't think we were gonna get through 44 chapters. That would be too physically painful to do. Holy shit, guys! If you want more My Immortal content, join our Discord server. It's been going off the chain. There's Gothic 50 Cent in there. There's some Haggard fan art. All kinds of nightmare fuel. There's Amy Lee's bun from that video where she was dressed up as Enemy. God, what a fucking nightmare. This is horrible. Check out our Patreon if you want to help more stuff like this happen. That's how you can vote on it. Become a patron today. It's in the video description. Same with our Discord server. Moving on. Chapter 20. Smash that subscribe button. Smash the like button. The bell button. Yeah. Be sure to hit the bell button, actually. It turns out that one's really important. Yeah, they gave out they let you know now how many of your subscribers have actually smashed the motherfucking bell button. And I think for Klaymore it's like 10%, and I think for Halberd it's like 12%, and then they're like, yeah, average is like between 10 and 30%. And I'm like, okay, so like you guys know that this is a bad system that nobody does, then like you're like, you know that, but you're like still pushing it anyway. That's why you got to make sure you smash the bell button. Every other button. Just go buck wild, guys. I don't know. Hit every button. Chapter 20. Author's note. I said I did not care what you think. Stop paflamin. Okay, preps. 1, fangs to Raven. Oh, I'm sorry. That was supposed to be an exclamation point. My mistake. Thanks to Raven for the help. Oh yeah, by the way, I'll be on vacation in Transylvania for the next 3 days, so do not expect updates. I won't. I'll just go along with my life as usual. All day I wondered what the surprise was. Meanwhile, I put on a black letter mini, a black corset with purple lace stuff all over it, and black gothic compact boots. My Chemical Romance were gong to do the concert again, since Voldemort had taken over the last one. I slit my wrists while I moshed to My Chemical Romance in my bedroom all night, feeling excited. What the fuck? Suddenly, someone knocked on the door while I was trying on some black clothes and moshing to Fang You for the Venom. I got all mad and turned it off, but sacredly, I hoped inside that it was Draco, so we could do it again. What the fucking hell are you doing? I shouted angrily. It was Lupin. Are you? Oh my god. I'm not reading that. I was allowed to say that because Dumbledore had told us all to be careful around him and snap since he was a pedo. Okay. No, oh my god, she tried to write actually, but like put the word hell into the actually. No, actually, get it? Hell. Can I please borrow some condoms? He growled angry. So this grown-ass man has gone to this child's room and has asked her for condoms. You know what? Actually, this all... God. Okay. Can I please borrow some condoms? I really hope he doesn't give them back. That's what borrowing means, he growled angrily. Yeah, so you can fuck your 6-year-old girlfriend, huh? I shouted sarcastically. Fucker, he said, going away. Alright, now that kind of ended how it should. Well, anyway, I put on some black eyeshadow. Why is it spelled like that? It's been spelled like that multiple times. Black eyeliner and some black lipstick and white foundation. Then I went. Then I gasped. ... Snake and Lupin were in the middle of the empty hall doing it, and Dobby was watching. like a fucking sleep paralysis demon. Like Dobby's just in the corner of the room, like. Guys. Why did you make me read that? Why did you do... This is your fault. Dobby's watching because of you guys. Oh my god. Where were we? Oh my god, you ludicrous idiot. They both shooted angrily when they saw me. Obviously, both of them would pull that phrase out of their fucking ass. Dobby ran away crying. Me too, dude. They got up, though. Normally, I would have been turned on. I love seeing guys do it. Okay. But both of them were fucking preps. By the way, Snake is moved to Gryffindor now. What the fuck is that? Why you wanted condoms? I asked sadistically. And then in parentheses, she says, see, I spelled that. Fucking what? Only you wouldn't give them to me, Lumpkin shouted angrily. Well, you should have told me, I replayed. You dimwit, Snake began to shoot angrily. Oh, God. You ever have one of those days? And then, what is happening right now? They got caught making some sort of voyeur scene with Dobby. No, I don't want to dissect this anymore. Snape is angrily shooting ropes to whatever is happening here. And then I took out my black camera and took a pic of them. You could see they were naked and everything. Well, excuse me, they both shouted angrily. What was that all about? It was to blackmail you, I snarked. So now, next time you see me doing it with my boyfriend, you can't fucking rat me out or I'll show this to Dumbledore. So fuck off, you bastards. I started to run. They chased me, but I threw my wand at them and they tripped over it. Yep, that makes sense. Well, anyway, I went outside and there was Vampire looking extremely fucking hot. He has not been in the story for what, 8 chapters? Oh, Colin, thank you for being Dobby in that situation. God, what the... No one should be Dobby unless that's your thing. Dobby's the most relatable character so far. I would agree in the sense that the people in the story started talking and he ran away crying. So, there's that. This is our 3rd annual reading of it, but the first annual reading was just the first 22 chapters, and then the second annual reading was the 23rd through 44th chapter. So this is only the second time that I've read this part of the story, and that was 2 years ago. Where are we? What the fuck? Where'd Draco? I asked him. Oh, he's being a fucking bastard. He told me he wouldn't come, and that one is actually spelled like the Blast and Ropes version of it, so I'm really not sure. Hold on, it gets weirder. Vampire said, shaking his head, "You want to come with me to the concert?" Those are two separate sentences. Then he showed me his flying car. I gasped. It was a black car. He said his dog father, Sirius Black, had given it to him. I want to die. The license plate on the front said MCR 666 on it. The one on the back said Ebony. Not her name. So I gasped. We flew to the concert hall. My Chemical Romance were there, playing. Vampire and I began to make out, moshing to the music. You would hurt yourself, like, instantly. I can feel, like, a skull hitting me in the lip, and, like, I can taste blood after reading that sentence about them making out and moshing simultaneously. Oh my god. Okay, so, again, if anyone in here doesn't know, well, she says, I almost had an organism. So that's interesting, but assuming that she meant the other word, like, we all know, but that's not how that happens, but, like, I feel better, I mean, unless it's been a real long time, I feel better having said that out loud, that, like, that's just not, like, I just know. Just know. I almost had an organism. Gerard was so fucking hot. He began to sing Helena, and his sexy, beautiful voice began to fill the hall, and then I heard some crying. I turned and saw Draco, crying in a corner. Okay. Chapter 21. We've only got 2 chapters left, guys. Hang in there. Let's see what you guys see. Yeah, this is a fucking incredible tale. Where are we? Chapter 21. Author's note. Fuck you, okay? You fucking suck. It's not my fault if it's spelled wrong, okay? Cause that bitch Rayvern caused it. Fuck you, preps. Whoops. Saws Raven. Fangs for the help. By the way, Transylvania rocks rad. I even got to go to the castle where Dracula was flimed. Is what it says. Okay. Later, we all went in the skull. What the fuck is the skull? Draco was crying in the common room. Oh my god, it's the school. I fucking hate everything. Later, we all went in the school. Draco was crying in the common room. Draco, are you okay? I asked in a gothic voice. No, I'm not, you fucking bitch, he shouted angrily. I don't know why he was squeezy jibs when he said that, but he stated to run out of the place in a suicidal way. I started to cry because I was afraid he would commit suicide. It's okay, Ennaby, said Vampire comfortably. I'll make him feel better. You mean you'll go fuck him, won't you? Oh, okay, yeah, we were on the same page. I shouted angrily. Then I ran to get Draco. Vampire came too. Draco, please come, he began to cry. Tears of blood came down his pale face. I was so turned on because I love sensitive bi guys. And then another incredible statement happens. If you're a homophone, then fuck of. I'm just going to leave that one out there in the fucking ether. You guys can deal with it. And then we heard some footsteps. Vampire got out his black invincibility coke. Mike, I don't think you're still here, but you called it 2 hours ago, man. I did forget about the invincibility coke. Well, god dang, here it is. Vampire got out his black invincibility cloak. We both got under it. We saw the janitor, Mr. Norris, there, shouting angrily with a flashlight in his hand. Who's there? He shouted angrily. We saw Filth come in. He went under... Wait, what? We saw Filth come. He went under the invisibility cloak and started to meow loudly. Oh, okay, hold on. They switched the names. So Filth is the cat. And the cat has gone under the invisibility cloak, the invincibility coke, and is now meowing. Is anyone there? Yelled Mr. Norris. No, fuck you, you preppy little poser, son of a fucking bitch, said, Vampire said under his breast in a disgusted way. Excuse me, who said that? Yelled Mr. Norris. Then he heard Filch meow. Filth, is there anyone under the cloak? He asked. Filth nodded. And then, this is so incredible. Like, there's a fucking cloak. Like, are they lying down on the ground? And that's what makes the... You can't see the cloak. It's fucking invisible. You wouldn't see anything. So the cat is under an invisibility cloak. And he's like, do you think there's anyone under that cloak? No, dude, it's just fucking standing there on its own. Oh my god. The cat nods. You know, like a human. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Filth nodded, and then Vampire Frenched me. He did it just as Mr. Norris was taking of the cloak. What the? He yelled, but it was too late. Because now we were running away from him. Sorry, we were ruining away from him. And then we saw Draco. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read all these fucking words at once. And then we saw Draco crying and busting into tears and slitting his wrists outside of the school. Draco, I cried, are you okay? I guess, though. Draco wept. We went back to our coffins, Frenching each other. Draco and I decided to watch Lake Placid. C isn't the depressing. What? On the gothic red bed together. Okay, so she has a bed, but she just sleeps in a coffin next to it. As I was about to put in the video, my eyes rolled up and suddenly I had a vision of something that was happening now. There was a knock on the door and Fug... There was a knock on the door, and Fug and the Mystery of Magic walked into the school. Guys. This is the last chapter for tonight. It's not the last chapter of the story. If you want the thrilling conclusion of the story, we'll have to do this again next year. Oh my god. I just, subscribe, like the video, hit the bell, check out our Discord server and our Patreon. They're in the video description. If you want to help decide what kind of dumb shit we do in the future, join our Patreon and you can vote on it every month. It's usually voting on what video game I'm going to live stream, not what fan fiction. But you know what? Next month, I'll leave it open that we can do some more shitty readings together. I'll have to find some more shitty fan fiction or the Onision books. I don't know. If I can find a free way to read the Onision book, then maybe. We'll have that up for a debate between you guys. Okay. Last chapter. Guys, thank you for sticking with me tonight. It's been a fucking ride. Chapter 22. Author's note. Shut the fuck up, preps. Stop flaming, okay? If you did not lick it, fuck off. I know it's Mr. Norris. It's Raven's fault, okay? You suck. No, just kidding, Raven. You fucking rock. Preps suck. The number one. All day everyone talked about the misery of magic. Me too. Well, anyway, I woke up the next day. I was in my coffin, so I opened the door. I was wearing black, lacy, leather pajamas. Then I gasped. Standing in front of me were Bloody Mary, Vampire, Diablo, Draco, Dracula, and Willow. I opened my crimson eyes. Willow was wearing a tight black leather top with pictures of bloody roses all over it. Under that, she wore a black poofy skirt with lace on it and black gothic boots. There was hold on, I had to have read that wrong. And black gothic boots that was attached to the top. Okay. Vampire was wearing a baggy Simple Plan t-shirt and baggy black pants and Vans. Draco was wearing, let's fucking guess, a black My Chemical Romance t-shirt and black jeans and a leather jacket. Yep. He looked just like Gerard Way and almost as fucking sexy. Vampire looked like Joel Madden. Bloody Mary was wearing a tight black poofy gothic dress that she had ripped so it showed of all her clearage with a white apron that said bitch. You think they sell those? Do you think I can get one of those? Oh my god. And other swear words. And My Chemical Romance lyrics on it. Kind of like one dress I had seen Amy Lee wear once. Go figure. Darkness, who is Jenny. I don't know. I don't know. Wait, did she mean like in the book? Like Ron's sister in the book? Because that's not her name. Oh my god. Darkness, who is Jenny, was there too. She was weaving a ripped gothic black... This entire fucking paragraph is only clothes. This giant ass thing, only clothes. Crab and Goyle are there too. It turns out that Darkness, Diablo, Crab, and Goyle's dad was a vampire. He's all of their dads now. He committed suicide by slitting his wrists with a razor, despite the fact that we talked about earlier in this. That's not how you kill vamp. He had... Oh, okay. Not reading that. He had abused them as children and stuff before too. They all got so depressed that they became gothic and converted to Stanism. We all stan a good Harry Potter fanfic. Oh my fucking god, I yielded as I jumped up. Why the fuck are you all here? Asking the same thing. Enemy, something is really fucked up, Draco said. Okay, but I need to put my fucking clothes on first, I shouted angrily. It's alright, we have to go now, and you look kawaii anyway. You're so fucking beautiful, Draco said in a sexy voice. Oh, alright, I said, smiling. But you have to tell me why you're being all erective. He must have felt warm or something. I don't know. Moving on. I will, he said. So I just put on some black eyeliner, black lipstick, and red eyeshadow, and white foundation. Then I came. We all went outside the great hall and looked in from a widow. A fucking prep called Brittany from Gryffindor was standing next to us. She was wearing a pink mini and a Hilary Duff t-shirt. So we put up our middle fingers. What did Hilary Duff do to this girl? What did she do? This is the third time. Inside the Great Hall, we could see Dumbledore. Cornelia Fudge was there shouting at Dumbledore. Doris Rumbridge was there too. This cannot be, she shouted angrily. The school must be closed. The Bark Lord is planning to kill the students, yelled Cornelia Fudge. You are not fit to be the principal any longer, yelled Rumbridge. You are too old and your Alzheimer's is dangerous. You must retry. I think that's supposed to be retire. You must retry, or Voldemort will kill your students. Very well, Dumbledore said angrily, but we cannot do this. We can't close the school, so it's not very well. There is only one person who is capable of killing Voldemort, and she is in the school, and her name is Enemy, Darkness, Dementia, Raven Way. Draco, Crab, Goyle, Darkness, Willow, Vampire, and Bloody Mary looked at each other. I gasped. Well, guys, that's where the adventure ends for this evening. Hold on, let me do this Golden Wind Requiem move. There's so many of me. How do I shut off the thing? How do I do it? That was the wrong button. Incredible. Guys, it's been a wild ride. Thank you for watching and making me do this. I guess is that a thank you? Like, is that do I say thank you after that? I really don't know. Oh my god, Colin, deep cut with that super chat. Jesus Christ. Yeah, guys, it's been fucking real. We do streams every Tuesday. They're not all fan fiction readings. They could be if you want them to be. Join our Patreon. You can tell me to do that. Join our Discord server. All that stuff's in the video description. I think that's the main bits. Yeah, I don't know. I guess suggest me more fanfics in Discord. Thanks to our patrons for choosing this, for funding this absolutely atrocious war crime. This, like, reading this has to go against the Geneva Convention. But anyway, shout out to our patrons. Those guys are Zindios, Kingdom Guy, Lords of the Trident, Astrobeat, Big Dun, Freezing Moon, Fly Guy, Sebastian, Grunty, Gunderslam, Colin, and I guess now Cam. He said that he joined. I didn't get to check. I was doing this, but we'll assume. Thanks, Cam, our newest patron. It's been fucking real. It's been real something. I don't know it. I don't know, but I don't know how to describe any of this. So, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys on Tuesday for, or no, next Tuesday is a patrons only stream. So I'll catch only patrons on Tuesday, but, we're streaming next Thursday, right? Is that the right day? Is that Halloween? We're doing a Halloween stream. We're going to play, Luigi's Mansion 3. So, yeah, I will see the general public on Thursday. I'll see my patrons on Tuesday. I'll see everyone else in Discord right after this. Guys, it's been real. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for watching.